Good afternoon. I'm hoping that I can be heard. My name's Bob Donahue, and I am going to be announcing this game, or this tennis match, from Salisbury School. We are about ready to get started here, and we are going to have both teams come out and announce themselves. So we just want to hang tight for a few minutes as we get started. This tennis match from Salisbury School. Good afternoon, everyone. Get started here. We are going to have both teams come out and announce themselves. Good afternoon from sunny Salisbury. This is Bob Donahue. I'm your announcer today. I'll be with you this afternoon for this match against Kingswood-Oxford School here at Salisbury School. As we sit and get ready, the teams are discussing strategy. On the left side of the court is the coach, Andy Krugman, coach of Kingswood-Oxford School. Small school of 370 students, just located outside of Hartford. They made the drive out this afternoon on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. So if you haven't watched a high school tennis match before, the teams will, a wonderful tradition in tennis, the teams will come out on the court. Captains of the team will introduce each other. First singles, second singles, through the sixth. And the doubles teams. So coaches are now getting set up. And unfortunately, we won't be able to hear the dialogue, but the captains of the team, Nicky Nathanson, with his facing forward, and Andres Ballesteros from Salisbury School, will be introducing their lineups. And as the students come forward, I'll announce the names. Apologize to anybody on this recording if I mispronounce your name. I think I should have it pretty well set. Coach Andy Dudley. I used to work with a guy named Andy Dudley, but this is Kyle Dudley, history teacher here at Salisbury. He's giving instructions to both sides. As we wait, there's a varsity lacrosse game to be played here at Salisbury today against Deerfield, who beat us last year, beat Salisbury. So it's going to be a big event. Probably taking a few of the fans down there, but we have a couple of fans here. All right, we're doing our announcements. Andres Ballesteros is going to be announcing first. That's our number 3 doubles team. That's going to be George Conroy and Nicky Nathanson playing against Jacob Schwartz and Jaden Weinstein. Shaking hands is George and Nicky. Second doubles team is going to be Max William Kuntz and Teddy Keegan, no relation to Drew Keegan, playing against Trip Smith and Connor Bittner. Connor Bittner, the son of Bob Bittner, hopefully is listening today. And here's our number 1 doubles team. This is Andres Ballesteros and Seth Gelwarg playing against Luke Riemann and Adam Ma. So that will be the first 3 doubles teams. Now we're going to announce our singles. Andres will announce first, I believe, the number 6, or actually we're going to have 7 singles matches today. The number 7 singles player for Salisbury being announced shortly. Oh, I guess they've announced each other. James Vu will be playing number 7 singles for Salisbury against Andrew Holland. Barry Wu will be playing number 6 singles against Jacob Weinstein, or Jaden Weinstein. Number 5 singles will be left-handed George Conroy playing against Jacob Schwartz. Number 4 singles, the one and only Nikki Nathanson playing against Teddy Keegan, no relation to Christopher Keegan. And Trip Smith will be playing against Adam Na, who'll be playing number 1 doubles. Seth Gelwarg against Max William Kuntz, and Andres will be playing against Luke Riemann. Those are our singles matches. For those of you who aren't familiar with prep tennis, just a quick primer on how the matches are played. Today we're going to have 10 matches. Right. Well, we'll have 3 doubles and 7 singles matches. But that doesn't mean it's going to be 10 points. The 3 doubles matches that will be played first, whoever wins the most, if it's 2-1 or 3-0, that team takes 1 point in doubles. So doubles, even though there are 3 matches, it's only 1 point. So then we'll have the other singles will be each worth 1 point. So this will be an 8-point match today. 7 singles, and the 1 point that will be awarded to the winner of the 2 or 3 doubles matches. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Players here are getting warmed up. We've got Luke Ryman, and Adam Ma. Luke is a commit to University of Connecticut. We'll be playing tennis there. And playing against him on the far side of the court is Andres Ballesteros approaching the net right now. Andres is a commit to Naval Academy, and we'll talk quite a bit about him. We'll be seeing a lot of Andres today. He'll be playing number 1 singles, and he'll also be playing number 1 doubles, as you see right now. Approaching is Tom Severo. Tom is going to climb up. There's a ladder there, Tom. I'm going to be joined by my colleague, Tom Severo, for this live stream action. Here we go. I hope you're not afraid of heights or bees. I'm sitting high above. Oh. Tom Severo, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a treat to have Tom Severo join us. Tom, we're going to be recorded. We have at least 2 or 3 Donahue family members listening to this.
Hello, Donahues.
That's right.
And this is the rest of the tennis listening world.
The rest of the tennis listening world. That's right. We are going to regal you with tennis intellect and acumen today. John McEnroe, look out.
We started up yet, or is they just?
This is
playing 2 balls at once.
This is the warm up, Tom. This is just the warm up.
Thought it was a new style.
Nope, this is
Double
barreled action. Now we're gonna get warmed up here. Just for those of you who are unfamiliar, Tom played doubles the other day out here on these courts. Yeah, Tom, I'm sorry to bring that up, but he did lose to me and Logan LaPole.
In fairness, he was playing left-handed. Although in fairness to Bob, he is left-handed.
I think you undersold yourself, Tom. You played a very good tennis, and your partner was
Qua's pretty good.
Qua, great kid. What was a just wonderful night last night. He got inducted to the Cum Laude Society. He and Tom played against me and Logan LaPole, yes, on the thirds team. The thirds team just annihilated, and I hope that's okay to say, Hotchkiss. We beat him 8-1.
You're not saying annihilated anymore?
I don't know. It might be,
Hey, my uncle was annihilated. Easy. He's only annihilated.
There might be some nihilists out there.
I know you're not supposed to say decimated unless you literally reduce their forces by 90%.
Look who's coming toward us. It's Jordan Rochelson coming at us. They're right over there.
Be careful, by the way, if Justin Oliveris comes toward us, because he had asked me if I might be able to give him a ride, and I told him to doing this. But I think he's going to try to see if he can.
I thought he might try to knock us down. That could be really cruel of somebody to do that. But good afternoon, Tom. It's great to see you. I just given a little introduction.
Great to be here.
Yeah. A late ad to the program at the lunch table. Trying to quiet you down, discussing Mutant
Give me a
Ninja.
microphone and I'm there, baby.
For those of you who don't know, Tom, the most dangerous place to be at Salisbury campus is between Tom and a microphone. I stole that line. That typically is Chuck Schumer in a camera. Yeah.
His knees and a microphone.
You're going to get all kinds of knowledge from us today.
Hope so.
Both graduates of Holy Cross College. I was going to wait to bring that up, but I think we should just get that right out there in the beginning.
We're struggling before we've even begun. Actually, this is the hardest time, though, right? Because there's no commentary to give. Once we get through the warm-up, we'll be able to give the play-by-play. We'll fill the space more, right?
I don't think that's ever going to really be a problem.
Fair.
I mean, we could just look around and see Drew Lavoie over there. He doesn't have a bow tie on. Drew Lavoie, saying hello to you.
You're on the air.
Live.
Baby.
Anything you want to add?
Drew Lavoie has worn a bow tie he's worn a bow tie every single day at Salisbury School, never a long tie in his career.
Oh, I love that. There are certain things about certain students. Drew is actually in my honors history class. Yep. I know that he is a diehard UVA lover. We are live streaming, yes, sir. We'll just be on the first court, sir. Yeah. What's your name? Okay. Okay. If you'd like to come join us, we're live. Are you a Kingswood-Oxford fan? Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, if I touch that camera, yeah. I'll send you the link. You can look it up. We've got a good crowd. Yeah, we're practicing. That's what I've always wanted to do. My fantasy career. I'm a teacher here at Salisbury. I teach 20th century global issues to seniors, and I teach honors history class and regular history, U.S. history. Yeah, love it. How about you? What do you do? Tax and real estate attorney. I could use you. Ah. Okay. Tax attorney does a lot of work with.
You want to give us a website for the viewers?
Yeah, exactly. And if we fall off this, you'll help us with
do personal injury, workplace compensation.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. We're gonna turn our attention to the courts. Good luck to your son. Wonderful meeting you. Thank you. Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, we are about ready to start here. It looks like Salisbury has won the service and the toss, and we're going to begin. This is Seth Gelwarg.
Oh yes, looks like the chef from Ratatouille. And Andres Ballesteros, right? The naval post.
Salisbury is off. First point. Unforced error into the net.
No, it's Salisbury 15, KO, like as a friend. Or love, depending on how you feel?
It's a little deep.
Just a bit outside.
Trying to serve to the backhand on the ad side.
Ballesteros not wearing a hat, I noticed, and Gelwarg is. A couple of our other guys are wearing hats. What do you think? The sun affect you on a day like today from that angle?
Well, we're looking at the sun's right in our faces, so I think probably a liability for the KO team.
He's just preparing
With
for
the
when
sun high above. Right. Gelwarg usually wears a hat. And I actually,
I can't limit your peripheral vision a little, no?
A little. First serve into the net.
KO's got a lefty here, right?
Yeah.
Is that harder to play against a lefty? His forehand is your backhand?
Well, absolutely. Playing with the forehands in the middle.
Yeah, that's an unusual strategy too. Don't you want them on the outside?
No, a lot of times you'll want them in the middle in doubles because
No wonder we lost to you guys. Kwa told me to go outside.
The old saying is down the middle solves the riddle.
I like that.
Okay. It's his first service in. He goes down the middle, and that was a winning shot.
By KO.
Yes.
We'll take it.
Always a good strategy to use the middle, especially early in the match as the teams are feeling themselves out. I believe we've got
That looks like it's going to go deep. Salisbury with another point.
Salisbury with a game. So service hold for Seth Gelwarg. Interesting decision, Tom, to have Seth serving first game.
Yeah, isn't Ballesteros our number one?
Absolutely. Well, he is not just our number one, but he is a fearsome serve. He's a 130 mile an hour serve. Here it comes over. Wonderful.
All around genuine good guy as well.
Yeah, we don't want to let it go to his head. He's actually overhearing us right now. Okay. Nice hold, Seth.
Hold.
Service hold. And
what do you think strategy-wise for these guys? Are they more of your classic Iceman where they just return it and hope the other team messes up, or they more play it on the fringe and try to go for the kill, which can be risky because you can end up messing up yourself?
Oh, my goodness. That was a
great point.
Seth Gelwarg. Now, Tom, I had an old coach who used to tell me, this is interesting. They're playing a different formation. Seth playing back, not at the net on the first point.
What's the logic
Interesting strategy. They're giving away the net. Typically, you'll play that if the other team is going to do lobs over your head, so you want your players back, or if somebody has an exceptional service return. So perhaps the Salisbury team got some intelligence that these guys are very strong off the serve.
Oh,
yes. Oh. I believe he called that out.
I thought it was out. No.
I've been accused of having. I've been accused of making bad calls. But I thought I saw some line on that. Unfortunately, we don't have the Cyclops machine. Okay, serving at 15:30. That is correct.
First nice day for tennis in a while here. It was probably 20 degrees this morning, but it turned out to be a good day.
Beautiful day, Tom. Yes. There's Ding Ma. Love that guy.
Ding Ma.
Yep. Number 24 on the JV lacrosse team.
Opposite, of course, at the Hotchkiss School, Dong Pa. Exact opposite.
Oh,
ooh,
a beautiful return,
nice.
Seth Gelwarg. That was a backhand, a deep backhand down the line. In my view, if a player's going to hit a shot like that, you can't get mad at yourself because it's an unstoppable shot. Not the highest percentage, but Gelwarg's feeling it today.
That was in the singles court even, right? Didn't he catch the line on the singles court there?
Possibly.
You don't know where the line is anyway.
Like I said, I'm a bad. Here we go. Salisbury.
Oh, a deep one returned by KO. Gelwarg into the net. Flipping his racket in disgust at himself, but refocused for the next point. Give a quick high five to reset themselves. KO serving.
Beautiful.
Gelwarg comes right back. Deep on the line, he returns
Goes with
it.
the lob overhead.
That was deep by KO, right?
Yes. A little bit dangerous, but winning strategy in that point. Clearly, Salisbury is operating under some strategy here.
Ooh, nice backhand by Ballesteros. What happened there? They just returned
Ball was
it?
out.
Oh, so Ballesteros did not need that backhand. He was just practicing. Oh,
Beautiful
another
angle on that.
unstoppable
Yep.
by KO.
Beautiful volley by KO.
Bob, you're a big tennis guy, right?
Dean Fratt. There he is.
Hey!
Dean Fratt.
Dean Fratt, hello.
I love that guy.
Celebrity sighting
Oh,
here on campus.
One of your advisees.
Yeah.
He didn't do his homework for me the other day.
Uh-oh. He's getting called out on the air for it.
Oh, look at that beautiful backhand volley down the line with Gelwarg.
KO returns
Well
in
played
the
by
air, but
Gelwarg.
it's deep.
Well played.
So what time, you should know, what time does Sean Connery arrive at Wimbledon? Chernish.
Tom is a comedian in his spare time.
Don't judge me by that one.
Yeah.
I got better ones. Serve outside, KO. Second serve in.
Oh.
Ooh. Did KO just blow an easy return on that? That didn't make it over the net, right?
Did not make it over.
We have a piece of the chain link fence eclipsing my view of that side of the net, but it looked clear that didn't make it over.
It was a clever shot.
Yeah.
A bit of a risky shot,
Yeah.
but this is something you take note of. And
it was a good idea. Had it worked, we would have been saying, wow, it's like a 2-point conversion for a football coach. Nice service.
Right down the backhand side.
Ooh, catch
beautiful.
the line. Gelwarg returns. A couple volleys in the air.
All right. Some good volleys there.
How many games have we had outdoors at home this season? Not many.
Actually have that somewhere handy.
Not
But a lot of matches,
enough.
just the other match, a lot of rain this year.
They were in that bubble on Monday, which I swear is colder sometimes because it doesn't get the sunshine. So even though there's no wind, it never really warms up in there.
Beautiful half volley. Tries to go up over the top. It's a tricky shot to try to go up with the ball with this type of wind up top. So Ballesteros.
Service of Andres Agassi Ballesteros.
There's resets.
Nice.
Goes
And the
backhand.
return is deep.
Yep. That's our lefty. So Ballesteros, quite a smart young man, shrewd tennis player.
Going to our fellow Patriot League school, the Naval
right.
Academy.
Had a good opportunity to chat with him, Andres, earlier.
That was out.
Yes.
They can see, right?
Just wide, yeah.
Nice serve.
Do a little cross-court exchange here.
Ooh.
Goes to Gelwarg and unforced error into the net.
You see that tape with the score on the side of the net? Are we using that, or is that underutilized? Like, is the score 3? I guess that's actually for the other
that's for
court.
the other court,
But
Tom.
are they using the one here?
Yeah, we can't see it from here. So we'll keep posted. It's 1-1. We're on serve. Both teams holding.
Nice return
Oh,
by
beautiful.
Asteros. Oh, a couple in
Ooh.
the air volleys. I love the in the air volley.
Oh, look at that.
Oh! Sorry, you're not supposed to get excited in tennis,
Yep.
but that was quite
Just a
exciting.
little long, but Gelwarg showing incredible reflexes.
Can't be mad at that. They should have lost it on the point that he returned. right? He shouldn't have been
stayed
able
in
to
the game.
touch that.
So serving at 1-all, 15-all.
Nice.
All right. 30-15. Georg protecting the alley.
That's what they call that?
Mm-hmm.
He's right up at the net.
Yeah,
Huh?
right up at the net.
That is a let. I know some tennis terms.
That is a good one. Yes.
As in, let's do it again.
Ballesteros backhand.
Ooh.
Oh, gets the
Georg
net. Gets the
using
net
that
cord.
net. You know who's great at the net? George Conroy had like 3 points over the net, clipping it in his super breaker on Monday.
This is the other day. Oh, I heard he had
Yeah.
a tremendous match over there.
He's Mr. Clutch. He's won like 4 super breakers this year. Another let.
He's a lefty. Tries to come on an angle. This will be 40-30.
Such a quiet game, tennis. Sort of like golf in that respect, except without its respective Happy Gilmore movie to shake things up. I guess Johnny McEnroe in real life was the closest we've ever had.
A hold. So this is really a service game here. Salisbury's held. KO held. Now Salisbury holds again. So it's 2-1 or 1-2. Salisbury up. Coach
Kingswood-Oxford. Talk about your preppy school names. Kingswood-Oxford Academy. Doesn't that sound fancy?
Indeed. The coach is named Andy Krugman. Interestingly,
Paul Krugman? How do you know that name?
Paul Krugman, the New York Times columnist.
Is he any relation?
Princeton professor. Middlebury graduate. Class of 90. Which is mentioned because Kyle Dudley, who's standing across there, is also a Middlebury grad. Okay, Kingswood-Oxford. Oh, that's going to be a let. Ball from the other court rolling through. KO will get another shot at it. Just in case our viewers can't see, we've got Trip Smith and Connor Bittner playing next to them in the second court, number 2 doubles. They're up 3-0. And then on the far side, Nicky Nathanson and George Conroy up 2-1. Salisbury's off
Salisbury
to a
all
good
around,
yeah.
baby. Trip Smith's got his own uniform there. Is he sponsored, or is that just laundry day for him?
Trip being Trip. Oh, look at that.
Nice shot.
A beautiful bend shot. That's what we call a beautiful shaped shot there. Got a really nice topspin forehand down the line. It's a difficult shot. But Andreas, a young man who 4 years at Choate, played on the varsity team there, came to Salisbury as a postgraduate before attending the Naval Academy.
Do we ever play against Choate, Bob?
Not this year. I'm not sure whether they're our division. That was long.
Oh.
Yep. First double fault of the day. Giving each other a fist pump.
Here's the
Oh, here comes the ball.
KO lefty serve. They're both deep again, right?
Yeah, the beauty of a lefty serve is he can go wide on a righty on the ad side here.
Wide meaning to the righty's
to his backhand. Yeah. Oh boy, he's got two double faults in a row. Well, you're not helping yourself when you're giving points away like that.
Just getting used to this net.
Okay.
Wait, so did that end the game?
That
Those
did.
two double faults?
Yeah.
We start again with Gelward.
Yep. So Seth now serving at with a 3-1 advantage, Salisbury.
Ballesteros looks like he's crouching.
Beautiful shot down the line. Backhand into the net. Unforced error. Tennis is a tough game. Andreas looking confident, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. Great posture on him, too. Ooh, nips the line. Gelwarg returns.
Oh.
Good slice. That looked like it was going to be deep.
Deep lob. Oh.
Oh, and there's nothing you can do about that. Now,
Gelwarg has given a couple of those real soft, short
ones
lobs.
to set up a
yeah,
spike. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, legally, Bob, KO spikes that. Ballesteros is able, hypothetically, to run around behind the backstop and hit it from the other side. Would that still be a live ball if you were able to do so?
Oh,
that's tough. Right at the net.
Tries a drop shot. Drop shots are tough.
Raindrop, drop shot.
Gelwarg, service.
Nice. Turn into the net.
Right. Well, it's a smart play. He's putting it down his backhand side, which really, as a tennis player, it's the toughest service return. A lot of times you just get your racket on it, and then the man at the net is going to put it right back in your face. Unlike that.
Oh, so even if you can't get it over, they got a guy up front who can just spike it right back down the gullet.
That's right. The net man having him play. Ballesteros, I believe, is saying there's a let on that it just touched the net cord. That is, of course, the job of the serving team.
To make that determination?
Yes, of the let.
Oh, that looked like it was deep.
Actually interesting. In the college tennis game,
yeah,
they've done away with let because it's a controversial call whether the ball just grazes or skims the net cord.
So what is it?
So they just
play it as a...
If it's a let and it just touches the net cord, they have to play it.
So wait a minute, is there a distinction between a let that just touches and a let that clearly hits?
If it clearly hits and just bounces in,
then
or if it just touches and continues on the path, either of those will still be playable.
The net, it's playable.
Right.
Just in college, not in the pros?
Not in the pros.
And not in high school?
Not in high school yet. No. Here comes Ilya, number 20 on the hockey team. Okay. Back to the game. Oh, a beautiful serve. Backhand, forehand into the, yeah, there we go. Forehand into the net. Okay, so it's now 4-1 Salisbury.
I don't know if you can tell at home, the wind is picking up a little bit at the back of KO, which should help this serve.
That's right. Oh. Well, it's hurt the two returns. We put both of them into the net. Just trying to make sure we get that we're being heard. Wouldn't that be a shame if all this...
Somebody emails us saying, we can't hear your bad jokes.
Yeah, no. Susanna Jacobus has let me know that I'm on the air. Okay.
Ballesteros, you may have just heard say they're hitting really good returns.
Beautiful lob up. Oh, look at that. Hits the net.
Wow.
Or hits the back line. Oh, now Salisbury coming into the net.
Good thing that hit, because it looked like Gelwarg lost his footing on that.
Gelwarg truly is, he's a tremendous athlete. Varsity soccer player, varsity basketball player, and varsity tennis. 3-season athlete.
You know what that means, Bob?
He's going to win some kind of award.
Corkery medal.
Love that.
Actually, wait, he's
See, now that would have been a let.
A junior, right?
And a junior at that, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's only if you, I mean, he probably will be all three of those varsity next year, but even if he didn't make any of them varsity this year, you still get it.
Goes deep, and Kingswood-Oxford takes the game. So it is now Salisbury 4-2. Lucas Mercury.
Son of Freddie. You may have remembered that movie last fall, Bohemian Rhapsody. I thought his dad did an excellent job.
Oh, beautiful serve to the back end.
Ballesteros looks up, judging the sun.
Beautiful serve. He's got
Oh!
Just long.
Called it long.
Ballesteros got a nice kick on his serve.
What does that mean?
Ilya is an excellent ping pong player.
Yes. Although he lost 3 matches to 2 to Poom Shantara Pornrat, our Thai scholar.
Unbelievable.
Who continues to showcase new talents at the 11th hour after his impressive chapel talk 2 weeks ago.
We'll get back to that. Let's focus on the tennis here. 35. Salisbury serving at 4-2.
Looks deep.
Deep, yes.
Do you find there's a lot of overlap between your tennis game and your ping pong game?
No.
I know you're a paddle guy too. Is there anything
love
there that
paddle.
transfers?
More to tennis. I am. I need to really work on my ping pong game. One person in particular has been beating me
Oh, really?
humiliatingly. Yes.
It's not as similar as tennis as you might think. I got in trouble for standing on the ping pong table. Apparently, that's not how you play.
That was a ace, I believe.
Go.
So we will go 5-2.
Switching on the odd-numbered games.
That
More
is.
for Salisbury to clinch, right?
Yep. Well, this will be an 8-game.
Oh.
Yeah. So high school. Actually, no. I think they'll play. They'll play 2 sets. You're correct.
Okay.
So this will be first set. So switching at 5-2.
Oliveris has not come down to ask me for that ride. We may be off the hook. Ooh. First fault by the lefty who had 2 double faults to end his last service.
Service break in the first.
Gets it over.
There we go.
Gelward.
Gelward misses on that one. Shakes in disbelief.
You've been
Gets a
around
high five from his
tennis
partner.
longer than I have. Can you tell pretty much as soon as it leaves someone's racket if it's in or out?
Generally, yes. Although you get surprised every once in a while. Get some
Can't
action
even tell
on
after
it.
it bounces.
That was a
That
let.
was out.
No, that was a let.
Oh, but it would have been out anyway.
You could hear that as it touched the net as it went by. And a deep serve. This is serving is a tough thing in tennis. It's the only shot you get that you're not reacting. So you really should be able to control it. But there is a lot of, teaching to serve is a difficult thing.
I'm a terrible server.
The toss.
That's why I lost my job as a caterer. Just couldn't serve. Oh, nice return by Asteros again with his own return. That one
Ball
goes
hits the
over
net
the
cord.
net.
Gelward goes high. Now we've got.
Tries to hit the lob just a bit
Yep,
deep.
Yep. Looks at the
Saw what he
heavens.
was going for, though.
Looks at the heavens in disbelief.
Good thought.
Yeah. It's an interesting formation. Salisbury, typically you'll have
Double
a man
deep, yeah.
up at the net.
Yeah, they've held that pretty much all match here. Good serve by the lefty. Got a decent volley going here. Nice spike, but
can he get it back?
Ballesteros is on it.
Look at that. Look at
The
nice,
return.
a beautiful shot.
Wow.
Gelward steps
kept that
in.
alive from the spike.
Resume the point. Oh,
That's one of those ones you can't be upset at yourself.
an excellent point. A
Didn't
great.
have time to wait
yes.
for a bounce or react. He just had to swing in the air.
He had an overhead, as you call, spike.
Is that not the term? Is that a volleyball term?
Well, we just typically call it a volley or an overhead slam, perhaps. Spike is more of a volleyball term. Interestingly, Ballesteros is coming in onto the red a little bit. Now he moves up on the second serve to the service line.
Interesting indeed.
Yeah. It's like any sport, Tom. When you start to really
Read and react.
peel away at the onion, you start to see, different strategies and the subtleties of the game. So typically in a doubles team, you'll maybe give signals where the player's either going to move across the middle and poach, or whether he's going to stay at home.
Poach.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of players killing rhinos in the middle of the game, Bob.
It's multiple terms in the dictionary.
What does that mean for the tennis illiterate among us?
Poaching means a ball that comes across court, across the middle, where the net man, as you can see, Ballesteros is looking to poach, meaning come across and take the ball that would have been to Gelward's forehand and take it and put it away, and then Gelward will switch to the other side.
Poach. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. It's good news for the Rhinos, too.
Little update here on score 5-2. Salisbury up 30-5. Gowarg with a beautiful serve.
Deep. Was that deep? He played
Nope.
it, though.
No, he played the serve. That was in.
It's just honor system, right? The returning party gets to decide if it was in or out.
That's right, Tom. Before every match, just remind our opponent that lines are in.
Gotcha.
That's a little... Gowarg needs to get that under control a little. There we go. He's got a nice second serve. Down the line. Okay. 40-30 Salisbury. Up 5-2. Got a good crowd in attendance today. A lot of faculty, a lot of
Headmaster
students.
Chandler.
Yes.
Let me
Gowarg
see
serving
what
for
he
the set.
does. Deep.
Oh, okay. Second serve.
Nice.
And
That
a
looks like
deep
it's gonna be
ball,
long.
and-
That's it for Salisbury. Right?
Oh, I might have had the score wrong. Did I?
Yeah, looks like they're still playing.
Okay.
Maybe this is serving for the set. Gotta be right there.
Can I blame you for being distracted?
You hired me.
Oh,
Oh,
beautiful cross court.
some spin
Down
on
the
these
line.
Too. Yeah,
So there's the downside of the poach is
Yeah.
Ballesteros moved to the middle, trying to cut that ball off, and left the alley wide open for the down the line shot.
Look at the crouch he
Kingswood-Oxford.
does there. What's the rationale behind that?
Typically staying out of the way of not getting hit in the head with the serve.
Oh, in case it
Um,
goes over him. I see.
There you go, right to the back end. I believe this will be deuce. Or no, I think it's. There we go. Okay, so I had the score wrong. All right, so Salisbury is up. First set. 6-2.
Coincidentally, that's also Ballesteros' height.
6'2", 6'2". Second set, we've got
The hair.
Tripp Smith and Connor. Look like they're down 4-5 now. Over on the third court, third dubs is 4-3 Salisbury. So all these matches are tight. Coach Paul Krugman, or Andy Krugman, encouraging his team.
Brother of Paul. So, Ballesteros and Gowarg are 1 and 2 here in Salisbury, right?
They are, yes.
Is there ever any logic to putting not your top 2 guys on the first doubles team? Like
Sure.
maybe they work better together, even though they're not the 2 best individual players.
Absolutely. It's tennis is a game where one player might complement another, and be a better singles player. You might have a left-hander. You might want to spread your talent out. So a lot of different reasons. Okay. So here we are. Kingswood-Oxford serving second set. Nice half volley.
Oh.
Ballesteros comes in and calls it, takes it
Almost
away.
a communication error, but Ballesteros clear that he wanted that one.
Yeah. Gowarg yielded.
Gowarg yielded. Fans, tonight's match brought to you by Odwalla Bars. Odwalla, the only vegetarian service bar in the industry. Oh.
Gowarg with a miss hit. Serve right into his wheelhouse.
Right in the wheelhouse.
Trainer Willie Marsh.
Hopefully here more
Oh,
for
a
prevention
misdirection and a little head fake on that. This is what Salisbury
old
needs to.
change-up.
Salisbury needs to be careful and not settle in. That's the thing with tennis is
You gotta go
you gotta keep your focus.
and then if you come out here and go straight
A
across,
beautiful serve by Kingswood-Oxford, a
go down there,
ace. You missed an ace.
Ah. Highest I've seen so far was a jack.
Oh, that's
Gowarg, if this wind had come a second earlier, it might have kept him in.
a little deep.
Pretty big gust. Little deep for said Gowarg.
He's keeping a sense of humor. Looked around and gave a big smile to us. I think he might have heard your joke about the ace. You might have
I
distracted
would
him.
have been smiling if he heard that, Bob. More of a scowl. I
Sometimes we laugh out of
think. Pity.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, Gelwarg with a nice backhand.
I love it when they volley it in the air like that. You should get a second bounce, though. That should be the rule. If I volley it in the air, the next time you hit it, I get 2 bounces, like a rollover plan in sprint. No? I try.
Absolutely. Oh, a beautiful shot down the line. Okay. Beautiful. Now that's a beautiful serve to the backhand on the ad side.
Krugman encouraging his troops. J.B. Andreski working the sideline camera. Give this a little bit of a look. Ooh, a powerful serve.
I would say that's his 120-mile-an-hour serve.
Wow. He ran cross country, Bob. He wasn't going that fast.
Oh. See, there's where the net man makes the difference.
The net
Ballesteros makes an error, puts the ball, lets it sit up.
And Salisbury
and
hasn't
puts
been
it away.
playing with a net man, right?
That's correct.
What do you call the man who should be the net man when he's playing baseline? Is there a name for him? The would-be net man?
The non-server.
Non-server?
Yeah. 5:30.
Looked good.
Backhand down the middle.
Oh, Gelwarg with the fake. Ballesteros gets it on the back end. Gelwarg volleys in the air. Oh, Gelly.
Well, he stayed alive for 2 of them.
Lost that point, but I think he won our hearts, Bob, on that one.
Did that long ago.
Oh.
That would be a let.
It would indeed. One of the last lets of Ballesteros' tennis career because they don't have them in college. Well, unless he goes pro. He might have them again. Ooh. Gelwarg's a master of that in-the-air volley. Again.
It's a beautiful point, Tom. Absolutely beautiful
Yeah,
point.
it's even more beautiful because it
That's
ended
right.
with a Salisbury dub. Oh, nice point going on there in the second court. No, you can't see. Salisbury currently down 4-7 in that one, but up on the third court 4-3. One bad.
Oh, a beautiful.
Ballesteros, can he recover? He does.
Yes, he does. Goes in a nice lob.
Oh.
The
Crazy
lob
circus
to
shot.
the high lob to the backhand. Very difficult shot. Hit that overhead backhand shot. Smart. Andreas known as Dre to his teammates. Had a nice
Dr.
chat
Dre,
with
if you're
him before.
nasty.
Beautiful.
That's long.
That's all about service there.
The teammates don't take
Placement.
advantage of the Andre Agassi joke to be made. They didn't see that.
No, hadn't seen it.
Maybe that's too old a reference for them.
Sadly. Whoa.
Oh. Where's the trainer?
Ball just hit. What's that young man's name? I'm not sure.
That is Jeffrey Bryan, a.k.a. JB Andreski.
Is he videotaping for his own pleasure? Or
I thought he was giving them a sideline view. Are they just seeing
is that
this
right?
view, or they alternate views?
Any viewers at home could share what they're seeing.
How would we hear them?
Oh, we have Kate Kane coming over to
Check him out, make sure he's okay.
give some solace.
Give us
Yep.
a thumbs up, JB, if you're all right.
JB, okay?
And he's great.
All right. Give him a round of applause. Okay, so we're here. Second set. So out.
I'll be livid if Oliveris comes after the game ends and then asks me for the ride. I think he's waived it. The doctrine of waiver is in effect at this point. He had a shot.
You're kind to offer him a ride. Okay,
Well.
so here we go. Kingswood-Oxford serving. Seth Gelwarg. struggled with the serve
Good
through the game.
return.
Yeah, nice hands by Andres.
Oh, nice. Now
Wide.
it's out.
Yep.
This KO lefty looks increasingly frustrated with himself. He's had some good shots. A little trouble with the serve, but had a good point there. Just looked a little long. A couple great returns on that volley, though.
Oh. Are you watching this point over here? Trip Smith
Yeah.
and Connor. I'm going to see the ball coming into the court as Kingswood-Oxford takes that point. Looks like on the far court, Nathanson Conroy up 6-3. First serve into the net.
Low into the net. Let's see if we can get a little higher here. Now, if I'm by Asteros, wouldn't you creep up onto the red for the second serve because it's more likely to be shorter?
Maybe he should have done that. Yeah, hits a deep ball. He's letting the ball come down. Depends on the strategy. Sometimes you can psych out the other player by moving up.
Tennis a lot of mental, right?
Oh, this is hitting the shots at this level. Everyone can do it. It's the psychological
not everyone
side.
can do it, Bob. Trust
Wow.
me.
This
What is that, a balk? Did he balk? He threw it up and didn't hit. Looks like they're going to allow that. Ooh. Is that an ace, or do you have to not hit it at all to be
An ace is not hit, technically.
So not that just winning on your service is not an ace. Like the first, in other words, if I serve and then we never have to swing at it again because the point ends, that's not an ace. It's only an ace if you never even swing at
If
it.
you can't even hit it. Well, you can
Gotcha.
swing at it.
Right, but you can't make contact.
No
for an
contact,
ace.
right? The ball would be out. Oh, the match is over in the middle. Looks like Bittner and Trey Smith succumb to the Kingswood-Oxford duo of Max and Teddy. His backhand.
Oh, nice. Ballesteros put some spin on that.
Very nice.
Just like Popeye, he's got his spinach.
You know, that's smart on the part of Ballesteros, knowing that his opponent is a lefty, goes to his backhand
Yeah.
down the line like that. Yeah, newest.
I don't know if you guys at home can see just to the right, recent cum laude inductee Tommy Newberry is joining us. Looks like he just got out of the Country Music Awards. Has time to view the end of this match.
Oh. And Salisbury comes up big, wins the first doubles contest.
So is it
Well played.
1-1 so far now? Looks like
So 1-1. We lost in the middle, and we won. Unfortunately, we can't see the final score, so we did not play two sets. My apologies. Tommy Newberry, come on over. I'm doing well. How are you? This is
live on the air.
Tommy Newberry. We congratulate you on your induction to the cum laude. We're all proud of you.
And on your Country
Yeah.
Music Award.
Yeah. You out here to watch a little bit of your friends playing today?
I gotta go take the mic down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does that. Lacrosse, right?
Any predictions on the lacrosse game today, Tommy?
It's a big one.
We're gonna get it done. Fine. It's been a little while since we've taken care of Deerfield, especially when we need to, and this is gonna be the year.
All right. I like the attitude. I like the positivity. Any prediction on the score?
I don't know.
Come on.
Lacrosse scores are
I gotta
crazy.
go down there and research on Deerfield.
All right. We'll catch up with you later. Thanks again, Tommy. You're a good man, and so's your brother. I was at Avon coaching. Yeah, I was at Avon coaching a JV tennis match.
Yeah.
A young man comes up to me and he says, "Do you know Tommy Newberry?"
And I said, do I ever?
Do I ever? And he said, "It's my brother." So
No kidding.
Tommy's younger brother. Tommy, a graduate
Goes
of
to Avon, the
from
rival.
Washington D.C. area, went to the Potomac School, as we learned last night at the Cum Laude Society. Speaking of which, there's Proctor Smith.
There he is indeed.
Yes, Proctor Mr. Smith.
Surveying the horizon.
He is the master of Kyle Dudley coming
Coach
over.
Dud's running
Coach
over.
Dudley. Coach Dudley. Congrats. So it's 1-1.
1-1.
So yeah, so
And what was?
three will determine the doubles point.
Mm-hmm.
We're up. George and Nicky are up 7-4.
Okay.
So
So George Conroy and Nikki Nathanson up 7-4 for the 1 point in the doubles. The score, we kind of lost track because we couldn't see the score of the singles match was what?
So Andres and Seth at number 1-1, 8-4.
8-4. Okay. Seth and Andres win the first doubles at 8-4. We lose the second, which is Trey and Connor,
Also 8-4.
lost
Tripp and Connor, lost 5-8.
5-8. Okay.
And now,
8-5.
Okay. Thanks, Coach Dudley.
Thank you.
What a great guy. Gotta love that Coach Dudley.
We certainly do.
Salisbury players are over in the shade, getting themselves ready. See Barry Wu
Oh yeah, Wooberry.
practicing his
So whoever wins,
Nathan
this,
Boguet.
Madam Bougie,
Yes.
as he likes to be called. And by likes to be called, I mean
Natty Bougie.
is called by me, regardless of whether he likes it or not.
Nathan is a student here for 1 year
Oh,
from
really?
Switzerland. Yeah. It's part of a transfer program, and he'll be returning to Switzerland.
Oh, that's
Played for the Swiss national team.
wow. Good.
He's
for him.
had some injuries this season. But as we turn our attention to the far court, Nikki Nathanson receiving serve. And Kingswood-Oxford puts the into the net. Oh, double fault.
So whoever wins this wins the doubles on the day, 2-1.
Because they were tied at 1-1.
Yep.
And the team that wins 2, best of 3.
And then is it best of 3 in singles as well?
It is no. So this will be 1 point.
Right.
Whoever wins the best of 3 doubles will take 1 point into the singles competition, and there will be 7 matches. So there is a possibility that this could be a tie match at 4-4. Oh, as Nikki puts
right
the ball
into
into
the
the
net.
net.
Nikki, son of Nathan.
Yes.
I didn't realize Boguet is going back to Switzerland next year. He's going
Yeah.
to be someone that we definitely Swiss miss. Is
Just
this
too
thing
good.
on?
Just too good.
I hope not.
Serving at 7-4, Nikki Nathanson puts the ball deep. Okay, the Kingswood-Oxford team is standing over that court, hoping for a comeback.
Can the guy who plays in doubles also play in singles on the same day
Yes.
or no?
Oh,
he
yeah.
can't.
Oh yeah. So we'll be seeing Andreas playing number 1 singles next, and we, as you can hear from the clapping, Salisbury just took a point, hoping to break serve and win this, the 12th game. Nikki Nathanson with his characteristic block.
Oh!
And a ball off the net cord.
That's
Goes
tough.
right over Conroy's head.
It's one
for
of those ones you
Kingswood-Oxford
can't do
point.
anything about.
Not at all.
There's no
Not
way
at
that
all.
was intentional by KO. He's got the luck of the drawstring.
Deep serve. Oh, the cloud cover has come in.
Yeah, a little chillier.
Crept in.
Can't tell it from the live feed, but it probably got about 8 degrees cooler right now.
You should have brought a sweatshirt up here,
Bit of a
Thomas.
wind. Well, I didn't realize we would be reporting from Mount Everest.
So
I
up
thought
high.
we were on the ground with the troops.
It's a good vantage point, though.
Yeah, kind of like
Little wind whipping up here.
not looking forward to getting there.
Nathan getting his overgrip on his racket. Nathan has a cyst in his wrist.
Hey,
And
thanks,
that
Dr. Seuss.
rhymes.
1 goal and 1 assist in the wrist. will be missed.
Yes.
You get the gist.
Yeah.
When I found out he wasn't coming back, I was ticked.
Walking across the far end of the court over there is two outstanding thirds tennis players. Bayard Hall.
Bayard, yeah, it's a tough
I have
one.
such a hard time not calling him Bayard.
Bayard. Yeah, you
Right.
gotta adjust to it.
He
like
announced.
tired.
He let me know it rhymes with tired.
Yep.
Bayard, and that would be Michael Fairfax. They both won their matches for the
Fairfax.
thirds doubles.
It's funny, he used tired with me too. So many other words like inspired or hired, but he chose tired as the rhyme.
Exactly. Tired Bayard. Oh, look at that. Conroy puts it away.
That's what we call
Pumped up.
strike.
And a little flip of the racket. George Conroy.
Flip it out, Riz.
He's our own lefty. Salisbury's lefty.
The only one? Varsity tennis?
He is the only varsity tennis player who plays with the left hand. Nathanson serving. Beautiful serve. Mickey playing to the crowd.
It's a little hop there, yeah. Will that do it?
So Salisbury closes out the doubles portion of our contest today, winning 2-1. Yes, so Andres Ballesteros and Seth Gelwarg pick up a victory, as do George Conroy. Getting a little fist bump there.
You gotta hit the double
chest
L
bump.
by
Yep.
Estero. Did you take Spanish?
And Nicky
in all
Nathanson.
this?
I took German.
That's why.
Herz Weibel. I did take a little Spanish in high school. Not enough to be dangerous.
Words like llegar or llorar, two L's makes a Y sound. By
You can't get this anywhere other than here. I mean,
That's why we're here
it's
to help.
educational programming.
It's
Okay,
funny.
so Coach Dudley calling the troops in. Nathan Boguet, as you can see, dressed like Roger Federer, his countryman, in the white.
Oh yeah.
The team comes around. Coach Dudley calling the boys in, getting them ready for the singles part of the match.
No, there'll be seven
really
singles.
There'll be 7 singles, yeah. We've got it right here. So at number 1, Andres Ballesteros will be playing Luke Ryman, who played on the first. You saw him earlier in the first doubles match.
We had Bob Ryman a couple seconds ago talking about the cyst in the wrist.
That's
He
correct.
was Ryman.
Bob Ryman. Oh man,
I can't turn it off.
I think they're. Yes, it is.
The link?
Are you Luke? You're Adam? Yes, we do. And you can go to the Salisbury website. It'll be recorded. If you want to come stop by, I'll give you my email address and I can send you the link. Okay? Yeah. It's a beautiful drop shot.
Good game.
And good luck. That's Adam. He'll be playing Tripp Smith in the next game.
Adam Knopf.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicky Nathanson.
What a game.
We love that guy. We'd call you up here. Can we get a word from you after? Because I know you need your focus, Nicky. Go get him. Ronan McCrisky walking by.
Walking right over our court. Be sure he doesn't trip Smith over there. Looks like he made it safely.
And we are getting ready for
G-Con.
the match of the day here. Andres Ballesteros. Excuse me? I'm going to try, George.
Second court? Oh, we only get this. We can't move that camera. It's precisely lined up.
So as Andres warms up, we'll just go through the record. Salisbury today is playing for a tie in the school record for wins in a season 12, which was last done in 2007. Salisbury is currently at 11-1. Just by the way, Kingswood-Oxford is at 7-5. Salisbury is expected to get a bid to the New England tournament for the first time since 2007. And it's on a 9-game Salisbury on a 9-game winning streak, which continued last Monday when they beat the rival Avon Old Farms at 5-1. Tom's going to go through the record of singles year to date.
Oh, yeah. So, right here. Oh, okay. Records to date. Ballesteros, 11-0 on the season. Seth Gelwarg, 10-2. Tripp Smith coming in just behind that at 9-2. Nicky Nathanson 9-1 on the season, Bob. George Conroy 8-2, and Barry Wu at 4-3. The game over Avon Old Farms on Monday, I believe Avon's record, Salisbury going into that was 10-1. I think Avon going into that was like 10-2 or something. It was neck and neck, and that was a long one. We were in the bubble then. It was flooding outside and lasted, how long would you say? Several hours, I think. That went into study hall at least.
I think Nathan's match ended at 8 o'clock. They had to call it finally because of kids needed to go study. So we're watching Ballesteros Andres warming up with his opponent, Luke Ryman, young man going to UConn. A little bit of background information on Andres Ballesteros. Started playing tennis at 6 years of age. He's been playing for about 10, 11 years. His parents don't play, incidentally. I'm not sure if you know this, Tom, but I think Andres, and I might be incorrect on this, but I believe he's the oldest of 8 children in his family.
Yeah, one of 8 children. Can you believe that, Bob? 8 children?
I believe his father's a doctor.
I could never eat children.
One of 8 children. He did not 8 children.
Sounds the same on the mic.
He's from the Hartford area, West Hartford to be precise, which is actually where Kingswood-Oxford. Andres went to the
Bit of a homecoming for him.
Choate Rosemary Hall,
CRH.
4 years. Yeah, was a star player there, and was really putting Salisbury on the map. He tells me that Novak Djokovic is his favorite player. He says that he fashions his ground game off Novak Djokovic, the famous Croatian, an aggressive baseliner. He's got a game where he likes long rallies. He says that he likes to grind it out.
Real grinder.
Psychologically, he never gets distracted.
I've tried.
Not an emotional player.
No.
Keeps his focus.
Sort of like a British beefeater guard in that respect. The posture, the constant focus. Just can't throw them.
All right, Andres serving for the first point. Beautiful, deep backhand. That's an excellent shot. If you watch pro tennis, you see these, like a Djokovic player, he'll put that ball within a foot of the baseline, and really it's a hard shot to defend against. You can get your racket on it, block it, put it back, keep the shot point going, but you're not going to win from back.
That's 2 for Ballesteros.
Also known as 30 love. Ballesteros won the flip of the racket.
Sometimes when you get 1 point, they call it 5, and I notice other times people will call it 15. Any preference there? What I like to do is if I have it, it's 15. If my opponent has it, it's 5. Just a psychological edge.
Ballesteros is showing an inside out.
2-hand backhand, powerful.
To the net.
Oh,
puts it away.
Was that out?
Got the ooh.
Did he call it out?
He called it out. When you stick your finger out like that, that means it's out. If you have the safe sign, that means it's in.
I'll give him that. I don't know
40
if
love.
Fans at home could see any better than I could, but it looked like it was plausibly out. 1 fault for Ballesteros.
Double fault.
First double fault of the day, right, for him?
That would be true.
Hopefully the last.
540. That's what we call. Sometimes
540?
we call that a
Actually,
love.
It's 414.
A 40 love serve is when you let it all out.
Oh, gotcha. Like you got nothing to lose.
That's right. Ooh. Goes to 40. Graham Nance. Love that guy. You out for a little bike ride?
Of our second boat in the
You out for a little bike ride? What a great kid. Deep serve.
Ballesteros looking to take his record to 12-0. Tommy Shegbor crutching over. Doesn't look like he's using those crutches much, though.
A beautiful shot. Wow. Ooh, do you see how he shaped that shot? He had the Kingswood-Oxford player, far side. Wins the first game, holds his serve. Oh,
So
wait a
you-
sec. No, wait a sec. I got distracted by Graham Nance.
Still one more to go.
Yes.
How many people have been distracted by Graham Nance? That's his job. Oh, that looked like it could have
Very
been
deep.
deep, but he played it.
Beautiful.
Couple deep shots
baseline
here.
shots.
Good rally. That
Oh,
might have
this
been
is an
out.
Excellent rally here.
That was definitely out.
Just goes long. Coach Krugman crosses over. Sun
All
has
right,
come out.
Sun's coming back out here.
Ballesteros.
Wind's dying down.
First game. Serving for the hold.
You win your serve, it's called a hold. You win the other guy's serve, it's a break. You break the
correct.
serve, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Back to deuce. Just a quick update for those at home. Seth Gelwarg is up 1-0. Trip Smith.
See that?
Can't
I
quite see over there.
It
Trip
might be
Smith.
0-0 still?
We got George Conroy just still rallying and warming up
0-0.
as
7-0. But is that
that
not
I think they forgot to
accurate yet?
change it. Andres Ballesteros serving at deuce.
Deuce?
That's correct.
Wow, so this kid's come back from 40 love to deuce,
He
right?
has. Yep.
Now it's add in.
Yes, it is.
Talk about the mental toughness, Bob. Down 40 love, stay in it, just win each next point, 1 point at a time.
Not to be underestimated, this player going on a scholarship to University of Connecticut.
That's Ryman.
Oh, here he comes. Comes into the net. Ballesteros.
Ryman loses it after the add in.
All right.
Ballesteros
holds 1-0 Salisbury. Number one singles match. His teammates cheering him on. I just love the fact of these hockey players coming out and watching
Supporting
their
the team. Yeah.
yes, their brothers, their brethren,
We got a
Bayard Hall and
soccer player there in Thomas Yegbor.
yep, and an actor.
Quite an actor at that.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily adds a limp and an accent to his characters just to show his range.
Okay, love one.
I love one.
Ryman serving. Deep serve. Goes wide to the
Ballesteros
back.
on his horse.
Just wide.
Just a bit outside. Coach Dudley coming down.
I thought he was coming over to yell at us earlier,
No.
but
Coach Dudley, can you throw me my, in that bag, there's like a pair of shorts and a yellow, in that blue bag.
serve return is out.
And a black pair of pants. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, isn't it? I'm colorblind. Black shorts, those pants.
Ballesteros with backhand. Looks like Kingswood-Oxford spreading him out, making him run. Playing to the forehand. Beautiful forehand cross-court shot by Ballesteros.
Not much you can do about that. Sports Information Director Proctor Smith looking on. The machinations in his head, getting ready to write what he will about today's matchup. Here's Barry Wu.
Just wide. Second serve. Oh, it was an ace. I
An
thought I
ace for
saw
the
it
king.
cut to the line. Yes.
Get it? Kingswood-Oxford gets an ace. Ballesteros deep, catches the line. That one will go outside from KO. KO going for the KO on that one and just missed it. I decided there's a name for a serve that's not quite an ace because it's been made contact with, but it doesn't go back over the net. That should be called a king. It's just beneath an ace.
Too good.
If I serve and you hit it, but it goes into the net, I got a king.
Love one.
That two-handed backhand by Ballesteros, uses it again on that.
Oh.
Gets KO to hit into the net.
Unforced errors. Ballesteros is keeping track of all this.
Is there a forced error?
There is a forced error.
If it was forced,
There's a ball
Is
that
it really an error?
was hit hard, and the player had no chance of getting it, or had very little, just made contact.
so that's a subjective
Comes down.
determination, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Ball comes into his backhand. Deep,
Ooh.
deep backhand shot. Beautiful.
That looked like it might have been too deep. Plays it. That was
Just
too
wide.
wide.
Goes to deuce. This is a really important game, pivotal first game, first serve.
Sets the tone.
Yes. Advantage Salisbury.
That was outside the service box. That one's in.
Second
Gets
serve.
it back.
Ballesteros goes deep to his backhand. Seems to be working that.
Nice. Look at these shots. Some of the
Slice
spin there.
backhand.
Oh, Ballesteros
got
just
over,
tips
got
it over the net.
wide. And Ballesteros breaks
Points to the exact
Ryman
spot
for
where it went
2-0 lead.
out. He's got to get to 8 in high school tennis? Or 6 games. In doubles, I thought we went to 8. Is it different for singles? Sports Information Director Proctor Smith coming over.
Oh, he's got a big smile.
The muddy
Grinning ear to ear.
And the fans go crazy for that.
That's Proctor Smith, everyone, if you can't see.
Check out his blog after the game.
So,
Ballesteros with the big serve.
oh,
Double
a deep backhander. Ball,
Looks like
ball
it's
in. This is a very nice
outside,
shot.
didn't it?
Spreading
Oh,
him
you
out.
hear him slide across the hard top there.
Just wide.
Ballesteros, keep this cool. with it.
Kingswood-Oxford
Casual
player is
nope when it goes wide.
beside himself. He's talking to himself.
That's deep. Is that a 40 love serve?
That, it looks like it.
That might have been deep. I can't tell at all.
Oh,
Ballesteros into the net.
yeah.
Unforced error on that.
That is correct, Tom.
I'm learning
You're
from
learning.
the best.
From the best at unforced errors. That's a beautiful serve. That's what we call a kick serve. Comes over the top of it, puts a little top spin. When it hits the
okay.
surface, it bounces up. And a lot of times you'll try to do that if your opponent's up on you. Gelwarg, 2-1 in the second court. Oh, a beautiful serve to the backhand. Yep, shaking his hand.
So we got 5 courts going right now. We'll have to use 2 of them again for the remaining 2 games, or we may not, depending on what the score is at the end of these 5.
Oh, they'll play all. They'll
They
play
play
all the
them all no
matches,
matter
right?
what?
Yeah. And these will be 2 sets, and if they are split sets, then it will go to a 10-point tiebreak. Ballesteros with a double fault.
Is the 10-point tiebreaker also known as the super breaker?
That
Is
would be
a
the super
different thing?
break.
The
That's
same
the
thing?
Super
Okay.
break. Yeah,
Gotcha.
breaking out the lingo.
Oh, I think on Monday there was talk about maybe not playing all the sets, but that was because inclement weather and concern about getting Avon back home on time. Nicky Nathanson gives a
Ballesteros
nod
with a
from the 4th
nice
court.
Oh, with a beautiful
Just wins
point
a
here.
point there.
Ballesteros just wearing him down. Beautiful, and he's just got the Kingswood-Oxford player tied up in a knot.
Nathanson behind us. Looks like he's down 3-0. So
He's an
far.
exciting player, Nicky Nathanson. A fan favorite. Yes.
Did you want to? I can give you some scores if you want to update the audience on the other scores being played.
Sure, yeah.
So, Nicky's down 0-3 in the first set.
Nicky Nathanson down 0-3 in the first set.
George Conroy up 2-1,
George Conroy up 2-1 in the first set
up a break.
and up a break.
What does up a break mean?
And we've got Seth Gelwarg is up, or he's down. Down 2-1. Okay. And Trip Smith, can you tell the yeah? Okay, we're going to try to keep updating you with the scores from the different courts.
Ooh,
Coach
nice
Krugman.
slide there. Trip Smith up 2-1 on the
Trip Smith up
third.
2-1. So we're early in the first set here, May 15th, 2019. Got Kingswood-Oxford. Deep. Oh, okay, Luke with a very nice backhand. Ballesteros had no answer for that.
Sometimes you don't.
Matthew DeBoer passing by. Michael Fairfax, winners in the thirds tennis match today. Congrats, boys. Did they just call me by my first name?
I think they called you coach.
Okay. Jackson Mulaney called me Bobby the other day. That was just took me by surprise.
He'll do that to you.
Okay, here's Andres receiving serve.
Ready for the serve. Nice serve by Ryman.
Deep.
Ballesteros
Yes.
returns it a little deep. Find you slip into a different voice when you announce these, Bob. Sometimes I start to talk like this. Ryman, good serve by Ballesteros. The slide return. Ryman into the tape. Looks like he's a little frustrated at that one.
That's the thing about tennis is, you start beating yourself.
Yep. Big mental game.
Ballesteros not
Phased?
subject to that, not phased. Very placid,
The Tom Brady of
composed
tennis.
young man. I would say that that's
An apt comparison.
yeah, he might be the Salisbury GOAT, greatest of all time tennis player, Hall of Fame.
Any idea
You
how
heard it here
long
first.
Salisbury's had a tennis program?
I actually read something about this the other day. Let's focus on this point here though now. Ballesteros using his backhand. Some cross-court backhands, and he
Tough one. That I would
Yep.
call a forced error, right?
that would be a forced error. That's right.
Not
It was
much
a
he could do.
Beautiful shot, wide. Had a lot of action on it. Ballesteros really didn't have a chance to get at it. It was a setup point. So it's like a chess match. You got to think, 2 shots ahead. Go our second court over there. All right,
Meanwhile,
Ballesteros.
Mickey Nathanson won his game behind us, bringing that set to 4-1. Ooh, a nice squeak out of
Yep.
Ryman. Ballesteros puts it over the net, but outside the court. Oh, catches the line.
It was a really beautiful down line.
That one missed the other line.
He didn't call it out. I think he caught the back of the line.
Real honor code game, Tim. Very easy that would have been for Ryman to have called out. I couldn't tell from my view, but shows you the caliber of gentlemen that play this game.
Deep serve. And he got him on the back line there.
Mm.
And Ballesteros had see, that's what I said earlier, is if you can hit that back line,
Yeah.
it's, as good a shot as a short one or some shot at an angle. It really leaves the opponent on the back line no option. So Ballesteros serving for the hold here.
Serving for the hold. Back liner, too deep.
I think he's calling it in and saying that
Oh,
you just handcuffed him.
what an in it was.
Oh. Yes. Andres, oh, just wide. Just wide.
Just a bit outside. It's a major lead.
Beautiful. Okay.
Bob
Resets.
Euchre.
Just
That's
deep.
deep, but he plays it.
Nope.
No, he doesn't. It was just a reflex.
Okay. That is a break. Service break. Ilya, we were talking about what a great ping pong player you are. Mr. Severa told me, though, that you lost to Poom. How did that happen?
Beat him twice, though. He lost 3, beat him in 2.
We're going to be here the whole time. Yeah, why? Watch it? Yeah, it's going to be recorded. I thought you were going to say you wanted to come up and join us.
Get some color commentary.
That's number 20 from our hockey team.
Number 20 on the ice, number 1 in our hearts.
Okay. It's 1-4.
Okay, number 20 in our hearts.
1-4. Service was long. Luke Ryman serving for Kingswood-Oxford. Deep. That's what the backhand slice like that. The ball sits up and will go a little bit too far. What you want to do a lot of times is hit a topspin shot so the ball will shape itself and come down early.
Now, when you say shape itself, obviously I know
Comes
exactly
up,
what that means.
comes
but for our
straight
listeners
down.
who don't know what the heck that means.
It's a shot that has spin on it, generally topspin.
Backspin makes the ball cut backward toward the net after it bounces. So
We call that
topspin makes it spin more toward the baseline?
That's right. That's right. We call it a slice and a topspin shot. Mr. Dudley, yes.
At number 6, Wu down 1-2,
At 6, Wu down 1-2, but
but on service.
he's serving and he's up in the serve.
Update from the back.
Barry
We
Wu,
got George
that's right.
Conroy, the lefty,
Barry
up
Wu
3
is
games.
playing in the bubble today.
Oh, gotcha.
We got Gelwerg up 3-2. We got Smith up 3-2.
Conroy 3-2.
We got Conroy 3-2 and Nicky Nathanson down.
4-1.
So
Anyone else in the bubble or just Barry Wu?
good
I
question.
think they probably have one more in there. So
James Vu is
Vu
also
and Wu.
playing. Vu and Wu. I love James Vu. I just met him the other day. He's
What a guy from
yeah.
Vietnam.
Yeah, he's got a great visor.
He's got
Love the visor.
I thought you were going to say great advisor.
He
He has that
well, that's
too,
what
and
you are.
Josh
You're-
Weinstein.
You have been a great advisor to Dean Fratt this year.
Okay. A job not without its challenges, but we do our best.
Dean Fratt, he is a very bright young man.
He is.
He's
When
in my
he
global
wants to
issues
turn it
class.
on, he's got
got-
all the
he's got-
gas in the tank.
He's got a lot of gears. This is a grinding point. This
What
plays to Ballesteros'. This is his game.
Anyone else in the bubble?
James Vu isn't.
Vu?
Oh, I just want to let everyone know at home. I had said that there were 8 matches today, but there are really only 7. James Vu is playing an exhibition match.
No,
So
so
Vu's
1, 2,
match is
3,
just an
4,
exhibition
5,
match.
6 in the bubble. So there's only 6 plus the exhibition, right?
That's right. So it's 7. Nicky Nathanson lost the first set. Coach Dudley passes that along. So that game is moving along quickly. But Nathanson is,
Resilient.
yes, a resilient young man. Nathanson he'll stay in it. So this is a shape shot with a topspin. Been a lot of unforced errors on his backhand side, and I'm sure that's not lost on Ballesteros. I keep wanting to say Sevi Ballesteros, but
I don't know if I know that reference.
I have actually pulled a reference that you
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, go.
This is the man who has
Is he a
killed me
tennis
with
guy?
the Teenage Mutant Ninjas at the lunch table.
Hey, I also made the reference to Paul Krugman. I have some highbrow stuff as well.
Beautiful,
Sevi?
beautiful. Sevi Ballesteros is a golfer.
Oh, yeah. I should've
Spaniard.
known. It has that golfer, like Jose Maria Olazabal type sound to it.
Right, that's right. All right, Ballesteros serving.
Oh, let's try that one again.
Serving her at 4-1.
Boom, shakalaka. Ballesteros playing him across the court there.
Goes to his backhand, so spreading him out.
Yes. Oh, nice.
It was a nice
idea
return,
by
yes.
Ballesteros.
Well played by Ryman,
Yeah.
Kingswood-Oxford player.
He's a good player.
He was being spread out, yeah. He's not going on UConn on a tennis scholarship for nothing.
I like Salisbury having the option to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 8 courts if you
Deep.
count the 3 indoors. So they can really get a lot done at once. Another let there from Ballesteros.
Now that would not be a let, Tom.
Wait, didn't it just hit the net and
has,
go over?
Well, if it hits the net and it lands in, then it's a let. If
Oh.
it hits the net and it goes out of the court, if it doesn't land in the service box, then it's a
good
fault.
clarification.
It's a fault.
I didn't know.
It is
Not
an
my
interesting
fault.
rule. Oh, a beautiful backhand side serve. Ballesteros really just playing a beautiful match here today. He's in control.
It doesn't look like
He has a
too,
swagger about him that
yeah,
great athletes have, like Gary Woodland.
obviously putting a lot of effort in, but not making it look like he's exerting himself too much. He
It's
just
right
does it all
down-
in stride.
Right down the middle. I mean, that's just a dagger in the heart. Shot
Dagger
down the
in
middle like that.
Shot down
Connor
the heart.
Bittner running across.
He gives 40 Love a bad name. Shot down the middle, and you're to blame.
Oh, that would be a forced error. Deep
Forced
to
error.
his backhand. Do you know where the origination of the term serve?
Yes.
Do you?
In the Middle Ages, the vassals would play against serfs, and the serfs would have to throw the ball up for the vassal to hit. So they would call to the serfs, come over and serve, and that's where we get the term. Although scholars debate. What's your theory?
Tom, that is absolutely 100% correct.
Is it really?
Yes, you completely you nailed that. That was outstanding.
No way that's correct.
Are
Are you messing with me?
I mean, yeah, I'm about ready to fall off this platform. You guessed it.
Wow.
The Kings would have the ball served to them because it was below them to actually
Wow.
throw it up into the air themselves.
I just shocked myself.
Keeping the ball in play. Working the
I mean,
backhand.
that's also where we get surfing. Kings would often just stand
Oh.
on the backs of their serfs in the water.
Now you've gone too far.
A little bit. I tend to do
They
that.
try. Do you know where love comes from in tennis?
Yes, I actually do. I'll try to spitball this one again. I got lucky once. Let's say love. It looks like a giant goose egg. The word for egg in French is louf, which sounds like love. Close enough?
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Severo. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving him a big pat on the
Thank you very
back.
much. I'm here all week.
There goes Bayard Hall.
Headed to Brown
That
University.
young man, is that true? Bayard Hall, great win today.
Well done.
Thirds tennis, the pride and joy. That serve, tremendous.
So Ballesteros
It's now
at 3, or
it's 5.
Ballesteros at 5, and Ryman at 3.
Can you see the score over there?
Ryman's definitely got 3. The red score is a little more.
3-5. Or is it? Yes, 3-5.
Okay.
No, but they just switched, so
Nathanson won a game behind us, bringing that series to 1-1.
yes.
Conroy down 4-3.
Gelwarg serving at 3-4, meaning on serve, but having a time of it. Ballesteros puts one wide. Over on the third singles, Trip Smith down 3-4. George Conroy also down 3-4. And Nicky Nathanson
It's a 4. Ballesteros is up 4-3 off serve.
4-3. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we get sidetracked here. So Ballesteros is up 4-3.
Oh, a good shot by Ryman. Tough on the one right after it, though.
Throws his hands up in the air.
2 feet higher, we could clearly see. It's funny they would make this so high and then just stop it just short of being able to see the scorecard.
Yes. All right, let's focus here, Tom.
I'll do my best.
Fans at home depending on us for the proper score. Deep shot.
A lot of deep balls back and forth
Yes.
here.
That one's sitting up. Sits on it and puts it.
Ballesteros into the net.
I call that an unforced error.
Yep. Fair.
Ballesteros looking a little frustrated for him. Trip
You gotta
Smith.
win 8 games, correct?
Trip Smith down 5. He's down 4-5. Ballesteros up 4-3. Gelwarg down. 4 serving 3 for Gelwarg. Ballesteros.
Good turn
Oh,
there.
a beautiful point.
One-hand backhand from Ballesteros.
Yep. So there's a spinny backhand. Comes down the backhand side. Inside out forehand into the net. George Conroy serving at 5-4, first set for the win. It looks like Tripp is 4-5 though. I think they just turned it over. Supposed to be red?
Right now.
Okay. We're trying to get the correct score in the Tripp Smith match. If any of Tripp Smith's fans are watching at home. I'm sure they are. We're all fans of Tripp Smith.
Can they see that game?
Don't believe so. Ballesteros slugging it out here. Hits a spin backhand. Oh, comes across court. Is he going to come in? Unusual,
nice.
unusual. Comes in, overhead.
Oh, unbelievable by
Yeah.
Ryman.
Oh, and he hits it deep.
Just deep from Ballesteros. What a shot by Ryman that was.
Ballesteros. Tripp is 4-5. Yeah, we had that correct. Yeah, he used the black instead of the red on the scorecard. He's got an interesting backhand, Tripp Smith does. He's got a very squash. It's just
It's a squash back.
yeah, seems sort of squash-like to me. Oh, and what a shot. And
Ballesteros.
what a beautiful backhand following that really difficult shot by Riemann. Okay, so Seth Gelwarg lost the first set. Going into the second set. I have a lot of confidence in Seth Gelwarg.
Sets are worth the same, right? Just for our listeners at home, the first singles is worth just as much as the sixth singles, right? 1 point for
Oh,
each.
yeah, they're all 1 point. That's right.
So Seth's maybe offset here by George Conroy, who's about to clinch for the...
Yeah, George Conroy, he's walking over to turn over the cards, and it looks like he's a winner in the first set. That Nicky Nathanson is a tough, resilient, gritty player,
2-2.
and we love him no matter what. Okay, George Conroy wins the first set, so we're basically Gelwarg down 1, Conroy's up 1, and
Zero-sum game.
Tripp Smith coming in, and boy, does he put that one away. Good job, Tripp.
Ballesteros.
Yes. That would be a forced error, I'd say. That ball was hit deep
Did
and
what he
very,
could. The fact
yeah,
that
he
even
did what he
made
could.
Contact with it was good. Starting to get a little chillier here now. Some good cloud cover.
Good thing you got your,
Yep. Coach
Extra
Dudley,
close. It looks
kind
like-
enough to throw up the warm-ups here. Good serve, good return.
okay.
We got
Oh,
ourselves
Steros
a bit
hanging
of
in
a
there. Oh,
rally.
look at that. Now that had a good shape to it, that shot.
Love the shape.
Yes, he comes with the backhand on that one. He had the one earlier. I call that a rescue backhand. Oh, look at this over at Gelwarg. Oh, boy. Seth Gelwarg just came to the net, got past, and the Kingswood-Oxford player pumping his fist. I think that should psych up that Gelwarg. I think
Oh yeah.
he's not someone I'd want to tangle with.
No tangle.
Gelwarg is the German for no tangle. Told you I took a
Our
year of German
listeners
at Holy
home
Cross.
Don't know that. I don't believe you.
Well, you didn't take German, that's why. Oh,
Which part
Gelwarg.
of gel means no, and which part of gel, and which part means tangle? It would be like nicht.
It is German though.
For something.
Uh-oh.
You know the Germans always make good stuff.
So I think we have a match over here with Ryman. I think that I'm not going to count this guy out, and neither is Andres Ballesteros.
I do not want to bear witness to his first loss on the season.
Seasoned competitor.
Do you happen to know if he was undefeated in his time at Choate?
I think he took a few losses in his time. I looked it up.
Older now, more seasoned, likely playing against mostly high school students as a PG, which I guess is technically a high school student. So he remains undefeated here.
Just wide.
Just a bit
Just
outside.
wide. Oh, just deep.
Called it no.
Conroy won the first set, 6-4 at number 5. Well done, George Conroy. Oh, Tripp did win the first set. Okay, so yeah, he just didn't flip it. So Tripp Smith won 6-4. George Conroy won 6-4. Seth Gelwarg lost. Andres is now at is it 5-3?
4-3.
I think 5-3. Yeah.
Oh, it says 4, but it's not.
And did Nikki and oh, Barry Wu 3-3 on serve in the first set. Comes in at the net and passed by Ballesteros. I think he'll think twice to do that again.
Am I correct? In doubles, they play 8 games, and in singles, it's 6 wins?
Doubles is 8, yeah. I wasn't aware of that.
Neither was I, till right now.
You learn something new every day. Ballesteros serving.
Nice serve it is. Huge.
Cross court.
double.
Oh, but a great
Powerful
rescue backhand.
Oh.
And goes wide. That's a dagger in the heart. The weather has changed.
It's us.
Yeah. Tell Nicky I love him. Alvaro, thank you. Getting some chats on the,
Alvaro
on the
Arriba
website.
de Cadahia. He's a alum from the Salisbury School.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Much appreciated. Andreas serving. That's his fearsome first serve.
See if he backs it up a little now to get the double fault.
Yes, takes a little bit off it. A little bit of a
Charges the
lob.
net.
Comes in, and that
Gets
is a
it.
beautiful shot. Just
Not much
passes
you
him.
can do about that.
That is the first set, ladies and gentlemen. Andres, let's just see if he flips them over. Won the first set. 6-3. 6-3 first set, Andres Ballesteros. You see Tripp
Evidently,
Smith
that's
going
also
across.
tight. He gained an inch.
Yeah, I like Tripp's sneakers. They've got the Texas Longhorn colors.
They do, yeah.
Unusual color in the black socks.
Trip Smith bears a striking resemblance to a young Ryan Gosling in the Remember the Titans era.
Ooh, that's high praise
Good call.
for Seth Gelward. If you can't see that first game over there, he's approached the net and volley into the net. This is a tough team, Kingswood-Oxford. This is a very exciting match. So we said Seth Gelward down 1. Andres Ballesteros up 1. Playing well. Gives us the
thumbs
nod.
up.
Yeah, big smile.
Kingswood-Oxford, a fearsome competitor after being upgraded from Princewood-Oxford 2 years ago.
Oh, Tom.
Oh, Ballesteros.
Yep.
Nothing he could do there.
Showing his soccer skill. So just as a reminder, we got 1-0 Andres Ballesteros in first singles. Seth Gelward now down. He lost the first set, now down love 3 in the second set. Trip Smith up 1 set. He's now going into the second set. George Conroy won his first set. He's now practicing his serve over there. And Nikki Nathanson. We have Barry Wu at 3-3 inside, and James Vu playing an exhibition. That's just a quick update. We got a lot of fans for Nikki Nathanson.
How sure are you about the serfs serving for the vassals thing? I'm not sure how true that is.
Do you think that I would ask you a question without knowing the answer?
Did they play tennis in the Middle Ages?
It actually, Tom, it's funny that you should mention that. It comes from a game called court tennis, or real tennis, which is the father of the tennis that we're playing here today, hence the name real tennis. It's a game that's played where the dimensions of the court are very unusual. The balls are handmade. The rackets have long shafts, very small heads, and
Sort of like
the
a
rules of
badminton?
it's not like badminton. It's played in a court, hence the word court tennis. But the ball can actually this is a beautiful point here.
Oh, a little deep.
The ball, it's actually, the court is meant to resemble a courtyard of a monastery. It was played at monasteries, and there are certain angles and areas where there's overhangs, and the ball will roll down. It's played in Newport. There's a couple of courts in New York City. One in, I'm sure Trevor Reese could probably give you a dissertation on it.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's a very traditional old game. A lot of
And the
tennis
court
players.
is much asphalt like this, or
Nope,
clay,
it's
or-
an indoor court.
so
It's not clay. It's not. It's more of a
Hardwood?
cement. Yeah, type of
Cement.
a court. Same dimensions.
you ever played tennis on grass, Bob?
I do play tennis on grass, Tom. I'm a member at a club called Longwood in Massachusetts,
Oh, yeah.
Boston area.
Sure.
You're invited to come visit me this summer.
I would love to.
All right.
I have never played tennis on grass, but I once golfed on heroin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to need to take a brief delay here. That was, of course, a joke. I'm standing 50 feet up to my death next to a man. Okay. Actually, a pretty good joke.
Thank you, sir.
Long point here with backhands with Seth Gelward.
Oh, good serve by Asteros.
Look at that. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, knew that wasn't coming back.
That was a forced error.
Yeah. Ballesteros almost apologizing for a crazy good shot. Oh.
Was it?
Why do you think I'm looking at you like that?
Yeah, I don't know. He has a better vantage point than we.
That's right. That's right. Oh, Ballesteros tried. That's a really tough shot going down the line like that with a backhand. You know that the net is actually a couple inches higher.
On the outside.
On the outside. So a shot like that, you've got to put it up a little higher.
That's a great point. Now, is
And
that
geometry-wise, there's less room.
is it intentionally a bit higher on the outside, or is it just like a rule of
just-
practicality? Over time, it tends to sag.
It just sags in the middle.
But in an ideal world, it should be equal all the way across.
Ideally, yes.
Oh! Tucks it in.
Big smile from Andres. He
Acting
swaggers
like he did
up.
that on purpose. We know. he, of
No,
course,
I think
did
he's.
not. No one.
That's what we call sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry, indeed. Updates behind us.
Oh, yeah, please.
Conroy up.
I think
1-0.
Coach Dudley coming over with some updates too. I think Coach Dudley's father is listening at home.
Shout
And,
out to Coach Dudley Sr.
Yes,
Enjoyed working with your son.
yes. You should be proud of that son of yours. I'm sure you are. Barry Wu 4-4, so he's hanging tight. 4-4 first set, yeah. Set down 0-3, yeah. Oh, Georg. And he just drops it. Meaning a drop shot, not the match. No, not that he dropped the ball. Yes.
It is significantly chillier than when we started.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
bias there. Oh.
He does have that rescue backhand, which is a kind of quick flick. It's almost a squashy type shot.
A little bit.
And he's able to drop it. I don't know if he's a squash player. I don't think he played in the winter. Ballesteros is a Naval Academy, soon to be. I think we'd call it a midshipman. Cadet would be at Army.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What's ensigns?
Ensign.
Air Force?
No, I think ensign's in the Navy too. He's roommates with Billy Duffy and Riley Guerrera.
Also headed to the Naval Academy.
Yes.
All three of them cross-country runners for me in the fall.
Oh.
Pretty good ones, too.
Yeah. And Logan LaPole, a cross-country runner.
Our captain.
Love that kid.
Yeah. He's the most physical cross-country runner you've ever seen. He always tends to be knocking somebody down at the finish line.
He's a hockey player.
He is a hockey player at heart. The Happy Gilmore of cross-country.
Okay. Ballesteros here. In the second set.
Ballesteros. Big return.
Yes. Goes cross court.
Another return from Ballesteros.
Comes in on it. Ball sitting up.
Charging the net.
And it's in. That's what's called a passing shot.
It's the risk of charging the net.
Yep. That is a risk. It is a risk to charge the net like that. If you're playing against a less experienced player, you can often rattle them. They'll hit the ball long or into the net. They just don't know what to do. But experienced players, they know how to pass.
Oh.
Ballesteros coming down the wing. Okay. That's a hold on Ryman. It's been an interesting match in that it seems a lot of times like Andreas is controlling.
Yeah, but score-wise.
Score-wise, Ryman is staying in it.
Yeah.
The young lad from the West Hartford area.
Both of them are from West Hartford?
They both are, yes.
Wow.
I wonder if they know each other.
Well, they certainly do now.
Andreas coming over. He's checking out his friend Nicky Nathanson on the other court. Captain of the team. Both captains, Nicky Nathanson and Andreas. Georg got a game over there, so he's
nice.
Now down 4-1.
Hanging on. This is where that mental toughness comes into play.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Ballesteros, good serve.
Yes. Goes to the backhand. Comes down line.
And nice.
Yes, yes. Oh, ball sitting up. Is he going to come in? He does not.
Puts that away.
It's really that's a weapon. You just have to call it that.
Yeah.
It's an offensive weapon.
Of mass destruction. Or of Connecticut destruction.
Of Kingswood, yes. I mean, it's just a shot like that.
Is Nathan Boguet not playing today, or he
Not
only
playing
played doubles?
today. No, he's not playing.
Not playing at all? Is he injured still?
Injured, yes. Oh, a beautiful serve. It's just getting that serve, getting something on that serve. If I were him, I'd take a step back, which is, I think, what he's doing. But Ballesteros is excellent on the ad side, which is what you call sometimes the right court, coming into the advantage court. And he puts it right to his backhand.
So he's on the ad side now?
No, he's deuce side now.
Oh, gotcha.
Deep ball. Even I'm getting cold right now. I beckon Nathan to get my jacket.
Here, you get your jacket here.
Oh, there's my jacket.
Powerful serve by Esteros. You're right, does look like he's been controlling this all game. Score not always reflective of that, but hopefully will be come the end of the match.
Oh, look at the
What
Gelward
a shot,
with-
Gelward.
just
so
deep.
Close to actually
Just
winning
deep.
the game as well.
Yeah, don't, keep your racket. Keep it under control. Ball down the line. Oh, here goes. Ballesteros. Nope.
Oh,
Nikki, let's see what's happening over here, Nikki. Oh, I think Nikki, I see some frustration on the Kingswood-Oxford player's face. Nikki is taking advantage of it. That's it. Nikki's pumped up. Add in for Nikki. Beautiful serve down the backhand side. I'm just giving a little bit of the play-by-play on Nikki Nathanson, ladies and gentlemen, and he wins the game, and he is pumped. Nikki Nathanson. That's a proud night.
crowd into it.
That is a proud night. Yeah, he's got a big fan club over there.
Oh, drop shot. By
Ooh.
Gelward through the legs by Kingswood-Oxford.
Gelward. Nikki's up 5-3 in the second set. That is, ladies and gentlemen,
Mental toughness. Nikki Nathanson
and he does it with such grace.
receiving for the set.
Everyone at home, just hang on to your hats. This is. If I could take the camera and turn it over to Nikki's match, I'd do that. But Ian Johnson would kill me.
All of the doubles together count as 1 point, and then each of these 6 games counts as 1 point.
That's correct, Tom.
7 total points. So if you win 4, you win. So
Nikki.
already got 1.
There's a long rally here. Nikki hustling up.
Oh, Nathanson, by the way, the only
Long contested
one of our
point.
singles players still in his first set. It's been a long set over there.
No, Nikki, I think, lost the first set.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Barry Wu coming out of the bubble.
So there's a lot of pushing and cheering on Seth Gelward among his teammates here. Deep ball, Nikki. Oh,
All right, Saros wins a long point there.
yep. A lot of excitement over here. Nikki receiving. You don't mind holding that for a quick second?
Holding the mic by Esteros receiving on the ad side. Oh, just clips the net. I think the net is a little bit higher on Ballesteros' side.
Update for us.
Update from Coach Duds on the ground. Barry Wu lost 4-6 in the first set. Getting ready to start the second.
All those Barry Wu fans at home. I know there are a lot of you. So third court, Trip Smith just hit a beautiful lob over his opponent. Seth Gelward in the second court, down 5-2. Just got deep shot and couldn't return it. Okay. Andres serving.
From the deuce side.
Double fault. That's right, from the deuce side.
I'm learning. You know where the term deuce comes from, don't you, Bob?
I'm going to hear it.
I was asking because I don't, so I hope you did.
I believe it means two.
So interesting. Why would that be? Because that's where you serve from on the first serve of the game, right? Oh, what a point here.
This is a beautiful rally here.
Some spinach on that ball.
Yes.
Back and
Oh,
forth
look at
and
that.
back.
Just as the sun comes out,
Yeah,
long,
outside.
just a little long. Very impressed with Luke Ryman. Just deep. Yeah.
Max, right?
Nope, Luke.
Oh,
Luke Ryman.
who's Max?
Max William Kantz, who's
Oh,
playing.
right. Was he the guy playing doubles
He's playing
with him?
Seth Gelwarg over there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. He's got a beautiful serve, the Kingswood-Oxford.
Ooh.
Okay, come on in, Seth.
Gelwarg hits the line on that one.
Seth held up a little.
Nice.
Okay, beautiful cross-court winner, Seth Gelwarg in the second. Okay. All right, and Nikki Nathanson over here. Excuse me, what's the score in your match? What's 5-4? Okay. Nikki serving at 5-4, serving for the set.
Ooh, almost slipped. Right back.
We're looking over at Nikki Nathanson's here, 5-4, second set. Oh, that is mastery of that that backhand. He's got an unconventional backhand, but it works for Nikki. So Nikki's up 5-love. Oh, calls it in. That's the in sign.
Not only calls it in, gives a little bit of a point to Ryman and
Yep.
says, hey,
That's
nice shot.
That's a sportsman that Andres
Nice
Ballesteros
gesture
is.
by Ballesteros.
Yes.
The
Oh, Gelwarg. It's just not. Yeah, just a little wide on Seth Gelwarg. Down 5-2. Oh, a beautiful serve. See how he does that on the ad side?
Yeah.
He puts it to his backhand. He just has a cannon of a serve. Gelwarg in a long rally over in the second court. Just long, and I think that's it. Yep, Seth Gelwarg has gone down. So the first match that we put a wrap on, 0-1 Salisbury.
Any
think
strategy to putting your number one against another team's number two if their number one is going to beat your number one anyway and you think your number two might lose to their number two? Like, is there any strategy that goes into that as a coach?
There is strategy
Is it
to
allowed?
it, but it's called stacking.
It's not
And
legal?
yeah, as a coach, if you're known to be doing that, you're not going to make a lot of friends.
Oh, so it's an illegal strategy.
Well, I don't know if it's illegal. It's just more
Frowned
of
upon.
right. Coach Dudley. Oh, George Conroy, 4-1 in the second. And Seth Gelwarg just lost. Yeah. 6-2. 1-1. Oh, I thought it was who else is finished? Oh, the doubles, correct. Okay. We got the doubles point and we lost the Gelwarg number 2 singles, so it's 1-1.
But Conroy hoping to bring us back up again in 2 games.
Andreas hits it deep.
That was deep.
So he's a little strategy there where he'll hit real flat, low shots, and then he'll hit a high, kind of looping shot like that.
Is a looping shot a shaped shot?
Oh, it's a shaped shot, yeah. There are really 3 different types of shots. It's, your typical ground stroke, just like that right there. Then that's more of a lob there. And that's what we just call a winner. So he sets it up. So you see how he's using different types of strokes to throw his opponent off. He's got the cross court, and then just the down the line shot. You just you can't beat that.
Right, inserting ad side.
So now he's coming in. There's a sort of a high.
Deep? Was that deep?
Nope. And
Did hit the net
see, it's there's a common theme that we're seeing in this match over here, which is when he wants to. And he gets the opponent neutralized, he hits a short shot to his backhand, and you're seeing him, trying to come in on it, which means you've got to be moving to hit that shot. And he's hitting a lot of them into the net. And Andreas has really figured this out as he's pumping his racket as he walks back. Tennis really, if you start to lose your composure and start rushing it,
Yeah.
it just compounds
Gets
and
away
the
from you.
momentum gets
Same
away
as
from
mini
you.
golf. I've had that problem in the family mini golf tournaments at Pirates Cove many a time. You got to just hit the next shot. You don't worry about.
When you're trying to get it under the windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that one of the harder ones for you, the windmill shot?
Windmill's always tough. There's the
Try to put it
water
in the
trap.
clown's nose when you're trying to put the ball in there.
Yeah, you've been there, I see.
Oh, I'm a mini golf. I'll challenge you to mini
There's
golf.
a certain hole at Pirates Cove you actually want to hit in the water because it shoots it back out right into the hole. A lot of people don't know that.
So he tries to hit a short. So you saw what he was trying to do there. He tried to hit a short ball, having the opponent come in on his backhand side. Oh, back over to Nicky Nathanson here. I think he's got Nicky. Oh, no, that's the Kingswood-Oxford folks who are cheering him on. I think, do you have any read on Nicky's? Here we go, Andres.
He's got a goofy smile, but he always does, so I'm not sure if that's telling about the match.
Look at this point here. This is
This is real tennis.
two terrific tennis players.
Oh my goodness. What
Yeah.
a shot it is
Yep,
outside.
yep, hits the bag. This is where, you know, you can be up in a match,
Yeah.
and if you start to, start thinking about what you're going to have for dinner
I'm thinking about that.
or miniature golf, or your mind starts to wander, it just gets away from you. Tennis is a game where there's no clock, which, can be your best friend or can be your worst enemy. I've had matches where I've been up 5-0 and lost 7-5.
Really? Have you
Yeah.
had the other
And
type of match?
wanted to throw my racket away and never play the game again.
Enough about our matches, Bob.
That's right.
You versus me. Back to Ryman Ballesteros.
Our one match. Okay. Oh boy. I think we're knotted up here over in Nicky's world here. Nicky's in contrast to Andres, Nicky is a emotional player.
He is.
Yeah.
That is clear.
Which
Flips
oh
the top of the
yes,
net.
net cord.
Nothing he can do about it.
Net cord. Sorry, not sorry.
That's a net gain for Ballesteros.
Oh yes. Oh, Trip Smith coming in on that one.
Does Bittner play only doubles? Is that his deal?
I believe that's correct.
Hey. Kingswood-Oxford motto is the Wyern.
Oh,
Some sort of Greek mythological creature with the
that is. Did you see that
head
point
of a
there?
wolf.
Yeah.
What a point.
Well, they're not the winged beavers or anything like
No,
that.
I think the students tried to slip something by the faculty on that one. That kind of looks a little like Kirk Hall, KO coach,
Reverend Hall.
the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther Hall.
Beautiful serve to the backhand, coming in on it.
Oh,
See, he forced
Yeah.
it. It's a momentum game, the mojo. And Luke seems to be collecting some mojo right now. Well, I think Connor 1-4 at number 3. 4 Trip.
no, his game.
Yeah, okay. He's
He's
red.
down 1-4.
Yeah, Trip Smith is down 1-4. Just as a reminder, I think it's 1-1
Yep.
in games.
The Salisbury doubles point being
yes.
the first, and then the Seth Gelwarg loss being
Correct.
Kingswood-Oxford's first point.
And we got a close match with Barry Wu
Yeah.
inside, which has been on serve, meaning just winning serve each side.
How do you decide who serves first? Home team or
You spin the racket.
really?
Yes,
There's no home court advantage in that?
not at all. No, you spin the racket. Oh, look at this. Beautiful rally, and he just puts it
Oh.
wide. So you're feeling a little bit of...
Call the update on this game here, or this match between Ballesteros and Ryman? Can you see? I might be able to stand up and
if you
get
could
us.
do that, that'd be great. We want to give you all an update on what the score is here. I think it's in the second set.
The cards are showing 2-3, Ballesteros at 2, but not sure if that's been updated.
Okay.
They usually update on the switch.
They do.
Either way, it's close. But you're right, it looks more like it's been Ballesteros' game.
He's been in control until recently. And
Ryman may be feeling
Ryman
him out.
Yeah. Miss hit there. So if we play this out, it could be tight. Conroy up 4-1. So
Yep.
that looks like it's one that we're
Oh, you don't
coasting
wanna count your
to.
chickens.
That's right. That's right. We're not coasting to it, but looks like it's headed in that direction. Nicky, I believe.
40-30, did he say?
Did he say it? Okay, 40-30, Nicky. Nicky Second serve.
Oh,
Got the line and a beautiful shot. The Kingswood-Oxford player is shaking his head, and he let it by. Oh, they're going to a tiebreak. 7-point tiebreak. Yeah, and that's for the second set. Coach,
so not a
Nicky going to a second set tiebreak. He lost the first set. Okay, so he's got to win the tiebreak in the second set. Yeah. Boy, if we could turn this camera around, we would in a heartbeat. We have strict orders not to do that. Nicky's now playing tiebreak. It's first point. And he's got that point.
Got it.
Yep, yep. Nice.
That's
Forced it.
momentum off well for Mr. Nathanson.
Ballesteros, I thought he got away with one there, but that was a deep ball. Can you check the score over there now?
On Ballesteros?
Yeah.
Did they just... 4-3 Ballesteros.
Okay, so Ballesteros is up 4-3.
It looks like that from my angle. Wasn't it just the other way now?
Well, he might have just won the last two games, and
I thought it was that Ryman had.
Nicky, I believe that's 2-0. Let's hear what he says. 2-0, Nicky? Yes, sir, he says. 2-0.
Let's go, boys.
You hear that familiar voice. I hope everyone's watching it or listening and hear him. Oh, Ballesteros comes in. Nope, deep ball.
Ballesteros gets a point there.
Yep, sure does. 2-0, Nicky Nathanson. This is to force a super tiebreak. So we're at a tiebreak, forcing a second. Okay. Nicky gets the ball up. Opponent, what hustle. Unfortunate. Okay, so 2-1. Nicky out in front. It was a beautiful get on Nicky's part. He just hustling across the court to get that ball.
Turn on one that clipped the net, landed short. He rushed up to it, was able to return it, but then lost it on the next one.
Beautiful backhand. Working his forehand, cross
They
courts.
make it look easy.
They sure do. Look at that, and he goes cross, and he forces. Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
This is some tennis, baby.
Yes. Comes in. Nope. Stays.
Oh, did that get it?
Just wide.
Oh.
Looking over at Nicky. No update. The Kingswood-Oxford player going to get the ball. Let's hear if we can overhear what the score is here. We're trying to cover both of these. Nicky just right below us. Far court. Backhand return. Goes deep in the forehand. Player comes, puts it in the net.
Point for Nathan.
Nicky fired up. Oh, what a beautiful, look at, just have really settled into it. It's a point in this match where these two players have just, they understand each other's games. And it's a battle of attrition. What does it
Total
say?
Navy man. He walks like he's already in the Navy.
Did you see the body language on that? That serve was a bomb. I mean, if his body language could it just told the story.
Another great
Yeah,
serve. That one
that's a tough one
returned.
okay. Now this is one
Plays
of the
up
reverse.
at the
Comes
net.
to the net. Comes to the net. Tries to lift it over. No.
Ballesteros really
Yep.
found another gear.
George Conroy in the second set is now knotted up at 4-4. Nicky is up 5-1.
3-1.
3-1 in the tiebreaker.
Can't count those Conroy chickens just yet.
Nope. kind of bag is that?
I was just wondering the same thing. Is it a lacrosse bag, maybe?
Trying to figure out what Nick Peroni's is in his bag. Ooh, a high lob and a overhead
Not much
smash.
you can do.
Super breaker over on court 3 with Tripp Smith, who won the first set, lost the second set, now going to super breaker. So we're still at 1-1. Andres has won the first set. Last we knew, he was up 4-3. Now, it's anyone's guess over on court 3 for the doubles match. I mean, for the number 3 doubles match. What am I talking about? Seth Gelwark putting his arm around Tripp Smith. Connor bouncing a ball. Tom Severo.
Oh, couple deep shots, just finding the edge of the court by both players.
So we've got George Conroy over here at 4-4. He's receiving. He just got passed. And Nicky just missed one, so I think it's probably 5-4 Nicky. 5-4 Salisbury. Serving. Serves in. Ball's back. Nicky with the backhand. Nicky puts a beautiful shot right at his feet. Wasn't that a beautiful shot?
It was indeed.
So Nicky's now up 6-4. If he wins this next point, and that's a big if, we will then go to a super tiebreaker. This is exciting. Nicky now serving.
Oh, right, because this is just a 7, right?
This is just a 7 to win the second set. Nicky gets the first serve in, puts a high lob up. Player comes around, just gets it over.
Wins it. Nicky Nathanson.
So Nicky Nathanson now goes to a super
tiebreaker of
tiebreaker
10, right?
of 10. So we actually have 2 super tiebreakers going on right now. Tripp Smith and court 3. Oh, a beautiful backhand.
Right,
Yep.
I was saying nice shot before that one even landed. I think knowing
Yeah, well,
there's just no angle on him.
that was he left that ball sitting, and he took advantage of it, put it right down that line. Been a lot.
Nicky won the second set, tiebreaker 7-4, so he's about to start a super break.
Yes. Coach Dudley just telling us what we just said. Is Roger McKee coming in from his bike ride?
The same color shirt as me, I think. No?
Yes,
Colorblind.
yes. I take a deep sigh. Fluorescent green, lime green.
Just like regular blind, though, your other senses are heightened, so I can hear colors really well. There's somebody on court 3 right now whispering green, green.
Oh no, Connor.
Connor's
trying to play soccer with a tennis ball while the match is being played next to him in a super tiebreaker. Tripp, get back on that. Yes.
Wins that point.
Tripp Smith, he's using some of his tennis acumen that he takes lessons from Edgar Giffening, former teacher at Salisbury. He's a professional tennis coach. We worked together over the winter. It's really paying off for him. Oh, there's your friend. Look at who it is. Oh my gosh.
For Christ's sake.
Look at the 2 of these guys together. Who would have thought? Okay. So Nicky is...
If he asked me for a ride now.
Yeah.
We could have been there and back.
Oh, yes. So do you see how those balls are? That's a shaped ball. You know, that's happened
Good
quite a few
shape.
times today.
Yeah.
He gets him pinned into the backhand, and then he puts that short ball, his forehand, and he knows that as he's moving, he has a tendency to put the ball in the net. So Tripp Smith, it's unfortunate we can't really tell with these super tiebreakers what the score is. Maybe we can get some hand signals from Connor and Seth both watching. This is a banging it out now. Comes across. Down. Now he guessed.
Guessed right.
I think that's it. That is it.
Ballesteros wins 2.
Ballesteros. So we're now
Gets a
2-1
point for
Salisbury.
Brings
Yes.
him up to 12-0.
It's an
and
impressive
hopefully
victory.
is part of bringing the Salisbury team up to 12 wins as a team as well.
So we got high fives. Can you have Nikki play over here? Could you have Nikki play over here? Okay, so we're going to see if Nikki can play. It's Robert Lowe. Love that guy.
Top home
Big
run
smile today.
country runner.
He's happy for a change.
Oliveris, I'm going to eat dinner after this because I'm starving. Are you still trying to go home? Why didn't you come down and get me an hour and a half ago?
Nikki, let's go. Can you play over here? I'm going to try to see if you can play over here on the. We're trying to see if we could get Nikki Nathanson to come play on the main court. Yeah. Go talk to Coach Dudley. Go check it out. Robert Lowe.
Robert Lowe.
Yes, approaching. Oh, just
He
walking
really
by.
is. He's all the more
What? You want
Robert
to come
Lowe
up?
When we're up here, he's very Robert Lowe.
They declined the request. I don't know.
Decline the request.
Can-
Would you be okay with us turning it around, or would you guys rather not mess with it?
He said.
I'm willing to put myself on the line to turn the. I'm going to turn it. He can kill me, but
Yeah, worst case scenario. I
Yeah.
mean, we're not getting anything now, so even if we don't get a good angle. Easy, you all right? Bob trying to adjust the camera. For Christ's sake, now? I was waiting for you to come sub me out of this, and I would have driven you instead of doing this all afternoon. Because I'm doing this. I said if you come and get me and you spring me from my tennis duty, I'm going to have dinner after this. And then I'm going to do Beelan duty. Yeah. I'm probably not going to drive you at this point. Because at this point, I just finished my workout. I'm calling the tennis match. I got to get dinner, shower, and then I'm on Beelan duty this evening. It's too tight. You come an hour and a half ago, I'm your guy. Dre's win, yep, 2-1 Salisbury because of the doubles win. And then Andres winning 6-3, 6-3. That's the second point for Salisbury after the doubles win. Seth Gelwarg took a loss, 2-1 overall. When you get to 4, that cinches it, clinches it. 2-1 Knights. Bob's got the camera pointed at the Nikki Nathanson mat.
we're now standing watching Nikki Nathanson playing in a super tiebreak. That would be a let, Tom. Yeah, why not?
Nathanson now on camera. Doesn't let that affect his play.
We've got a lot of Nikki Nathanson fans out there, so I've risked the wrath of Ian Johnson. Okay.
Calls that out. Interesting fact, Nikki Nathanson's favorite professor, Tom Severo.
Who should be surprised about that?
If he does say so himself. Just a bit outside. Ooh, nice shot by KO.
Dangerous.
Right at the net.
Dangerous,
Nathanson, nothing he
dangerous.
could do about
Yeah.
that.
Mistake by Nathanson and makes him pay.
You're right. Very different style player here.
Yeah.
Watching the
Yeah.
Andres Ballesteros match.
Power.
He's
This
very
is-
much an ice man. Nathanson, I'd call a lot more of a maverick. Unconventional backhand.
It is. Oh, that's
but
it.
effective.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
gets him right at his feet there.
Yep.
That's just a good shot by KO.
Hits it to the feet.
Nathanson shakes it off.
Yeah, as he has all day.
Most important point in this match is the next one.
We got George Conroy over
As it
here at
always is.
5'4".
He's got to be taller than that, Bob.
Ha-ha.
Do we have a laugh track for this thing?
Yeah. Probably if I could press a button. Puts it wide.
Plays it.
And
Gets it.
just deep.
Oh, just deep.
Okay,
Any
so
idea what the score of the Super Breaker is? Are you allowed to
I
ask?
think Adam's grandma is here.
Adam is the
That's-
KO player?
I think so.
Yeah, she is right here. She's got great seats.
Yep.
Any idea
Watching
what
her
the
grandson
Super Breaker
play.
score is? Trip lost 2-2
Okay,
overall.
2-2 in matches. Trip Smith just dropped a super tie break.
10-6.
10-6 dropped the super tie break. George Conroy hits one out. So at this moment right now, it seems nip and tuck. We've got 2-2, correct? We've got yeah. We got
With
Trip
but
lost.
1 inning left to play. So
Seth Gowag lost. We've got our doubles win and Andreas's win. We've got a super tie
come down
break.
to Barry Wu here.
Yeah, and we haven't heard anything from Barry Wu in quite a
Tied
while.
at fours, right?
Oh, George Conroy, you do not ever hit a swinging volley. Ever.
That's a rule.
No, it's just a lack of discipline.
So what if it's volley means I hit it in the air before it bounces?
You punch a volley. You don't swing at a volley.
Learn something new every day.
Well, he made a... Oh, he's got a really nice dip on his serve. Oh, I hear loud noises from lacrosse field. Nicky.
Nathan's son. Oh, tough point
Okay.
there. Looked okay from this angle. If it
Tom,
weren't
do you
for
think
that
if I turn the camera back to where it was before, Ian Johnson will never know?
You think he's watching this right now?
No. He's down at the lacrosse game. Can everyone
Can't
at home
fault us.
who's
That's a
listening to
tennis
this,
pun.
please don't tell him. Yeah, I know. It's for the greater good.
Oh, Nathan's son.
It was a beautiful shot. It was a
It
great
was,
return
that
shot.
was
I
like
mean,
a
I think
past
Nicky played.
3 points or so for KO, so it's got to be pretty close to the. What's the
Coach
score?
Dudley is nervously pacing back and forth. Tom, I just have to say this has been a lot of fun today. I've enjoyed having you out here.
Thanks for
Bad
being
jokes
here.
and all.
Thanks for putting up the tennis
Oh,
on
and a
grass joke was
and a,
good.
and a double fault. The tennis, yeah, I'm not repeating that one.
We have a recording of it somewhere.
We can dub that.
How's Barry doing? Okay.
He's just alone indoors, yeah. Come on, so Nicky is going to reach
Yeah,
deep.
I wonder if
and
they
see
will
what he can
put Barry Wu back outdoors now.
wide.
That was wide.
Yeah, I think they'll keep him indoors. And
That
that's
was deep.
All right, so we had a
Nathanson with a point,
double fault followed by another double fault.
and that can really encourage him. He's an emotional player, as you said. When he gets a point, he can really start to mount a comeback.
Oh, George Conroy is
5-4 here. The
Yeah.
volley swinger. The lefty.
swinging volley. Okay, beautiful serve by Kingswood-Oxford.
Good return
Coming
by
in,
Nathanson,
and he
and
hits it
that's
deep.
out.
So this is
Another point
nerves,
for
Tom.
Nathanson.
This is nerves. You tighten up. He's got, what do we got here? 20 people? Well, maybe 10? 11? Anyway, it's, you know, it's, Nicky
Serve
serving
Nathanson.
now. It's really a matter who's gonna crumble and who's gonna stay strong in the pressure.
The 1-foot shot by KO. Nathanson with that unconventional backhand.
Coming in,
Again,
and
little low.
see, as
Little
we
low.
said earlier, you come into the net, and a lot of times an inexperienced or player who's tight is going to hit those balls into the net on that approach shot.
They're switching. Why do they switch on a super breaker?
Super breaker, you're going to switch every 6 points. So
Ah.
3-3, 6-6. Here comes Nicky. Seth Gelward.
5-7, you switch.
I could see Seth as a coach someday. He's a level-headed kid. Andreas over here watching his teammate, sitting right next to Grandma.
Could be someone's mom or sister. Or brother. We don't know. 2019.
You're absolutely right, Tom.
Oh, I thought
Deep
that
ball.
hit the line. Was it deep?
It was deep.
Nathan's.
It's a beautiful, I mean, it's just a great block.
Backhand by Nathanson.
Nicky just lost.
Nick just lost, and now it's 3-2 KO, right?
3-2 KO, yeah.
Barry's up 4-3 in the second.
Barry, okay,
Barry's
so it's
up.
4-3, Kingswood-Oxford. Nicky taking it down.
6-5 Conroy?
And no, yes, and
now
Conroy's down, so it's 3-2, Kingswood-Oxford. Uh-oh, Tom's getting a call.
You get that?
It's Mom.
I don't know who it was. Probably some sort of. I think it's ESPN. They want us. We heard your jokes. We need you right now.
So it's 3-2, so George Conroy, this match over here, I might as well switch the camera over to that.
To the Conroy game?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, what was Andreski doing with his camera in the bubble?
Oh, was he in there?
Conroy, if you recall, was up 4-1 at one point, right?
Yep.
And we talked about not counting those chickens. KO, really a mentally strong team.
They have come from behind, yes, and even on the
Away
matches
courts.
that they've lost, they've held strong. I think Seth Gelwarg's match was a very tough one. That highlights the injury of Nathan Bogay and how that's really.
Would Bogey be our number 2 or 3?
He would be our number 2 player, yeah.
I guess can you turn the camera a little bit more to get it on that one?
Yeah, we were
Yep.
just
Well, we already
thinking
did
that.
it once. We might as well do it again.
If you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. Conroy with the serve there. Turning out to be a very important match here, the Conroy match. Had a great serve there. Down 5-6, but he is on serve.
That is correct. He's on serve. You're using a good tennis turn.
I learned from the best.
To the backhand.
Oh, finds a deep one.
Conroy with the see.
Another point there.
Tom, force error.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Sure, indeed. A lot of mental toughness from Conroy here, too. He is Captain Clutch.
He has been all season. My daughter just ran a 12:20
2 mile?
2 mile.
God bless her.
Samantha
Wow.
Donahue.
Samantha Donahue. Congratulations there.
That's
That's
unbelievable.
2 6:10s.
Yep.
Girls high school track and field.
Yep.
Where does she go?
Brookline High School.
What year is she?
Sophomore.
Wow, a 12:20 for a sophomore girl.
Ooh, look at that shot. Conroy. That he's forcing it. I think he's feeling some confidence there. Kingswood-Oxford player looking over at us. How are you today?
He's good. Got a little chilly here.
I think he's the kid who beat Seth.
Oh,
Feeling
he's
a little
very
confident.
good. He's
Yeah,
very good
yeah.
then. Yeah. The Kingslayer. Ooh, called out on Conroy. He is confident. Let's hope he's not overconfident. These next few points are big ones.
How about
That
that?
was in. Yeah. What happened there? You just get handcuffed on the return?
He needs a little of that Andres Ballesteros strut.
The bias.
We could all use a little of that swagger. Sometime. I guess he's playing Jake. Kingswood-Oxford player named Jake.
Jake Wood-Oxford serving from the ad side.
He's
That is a
actually
left.
serving at the deuce side.
No,
It's the deuce side, Tom.
I thought left is deuce.
This is a deuce. The other side's ad.
Oh, yes, you're right. He's to my deuce.
I
That's
didn't
his
say
name.
that condescendingly, did I?
He's his ad, my deuce, depending on your perspective. I was just saying it from my perspective.
Conroy with a lefty. Look at that. This is a good point.
Conroy.
Conroy.
G-Con, as he is called.
G-Con? That makes
By
a lot
me.
of sense, yeah. He's related to Pat Conroy.
Yes,
Do you
they're
know
all
Pat
related.
Conroy's?
I know a Pat Conroy. I'm not sure it's
Pat
the same
Conroy
one.
wrote The Lords of Discipline. He wrote,
Oh, an author.
yeah. Prince of Tides.
The Prince of Tides. Was that
Yeah.
the movie with Bette Midler?
It was.
Yes.
It was. Yeah. Conroy,
was
he
outside.
deked him with that second serve.
Yeah, Conroy's playing well.
I like the way Conroy's playing. So if
They
Conroy
may be
wins
headed
this,
to a super breaker.
super breaker, yeah.
Barry Wu up 5-3 in the second set.
Barry Wu up 5-3.
This could be, yes, Barry Wu up
It's
5-3.
coming down to the wire.
So it's 3-2.
here. What an
Kingswood-Oxford.
exciting day of
We
tennis.
have 2 matches left to play.
Barry lost the first set, right? Coach Dudley?
He's
I thought he said so.
It's been tight all day. I mean, really, it boils down to we have to win both of these.
Yes. That looked like it was good?
It was good, yeah.
Okay.
Didn't just look. The
Indeed it was.
Jake, the Kingswood player, his face says it all. That was what we call a framer. He hit it off the frame of the racket.
Ah. It's one fault for Jake.
Conroy,
Second
he's
serve
hitting
is
a backhand
good.
with
The
confidence.
return is deep. Conroy flipping that racket around like
Yep.
he owns the place.
Conroy's up like 3-0. He says, "This is
3-0 would be 40 love? Is that what he means by 3-0?
yeah, no, this is still." He's just hitting with confidence. That's all I can say.
Is that out?
Yeah, and he
So-
gives him. Yeah, you give him a. You know, I think
that's
that's a
game.
sign of a. No, it's not game, is
So
it?
what did he mean by 3-0 when he said Conroy's up 3-0? I thought
I
he
don't
meant
know.
3 points in this game to 0.
Then it's in the super tiebreak then, and they just didn't switch it over. It's hard to
Oh,
tell.
yeah, maybe
so
it
then
is
would be
the super.
3-1. Well, we'll know how many times they serve.
Right, because what do you do? 1-1 and then 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2.
Yes, 2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2.
Gotcha.
Okay, so he switches over, so that's the 6th point, I guess, if they're. I like Conroy's chances here. I like the way he's playing.
Yeah, it's a different Conroy than we saw even just moments ago. And what a time to
Yeah.
come alive for George Conroy, because his team needs him now.
Yeah, well, he's got everyone pulling for him right over there.
Home court advantage. We also need Barry Wu in the bubble, keep in mind. This is a 2 must-win situation. Either one alone will not do it.
The only question remaining is, will we take this camera into the bubble with us? The answer to that is no.
No, I think the answer to will we is no. The answer to will I is definitely yes. I hope Ian Johnson is listening.
He just won. Barry Wu. George
George
Conroy.
Conroy.
Got Barry Wu on the mind. All right, everyone's
So
going
that
into
is-
the bubble,
that is
and
the Super Breaker.
I think it's
And
time
we're
for us
gonna
to sign out.
Take that camera into the bubble.
Not at all. All right, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
it's not over? Oh, 3-all in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it comes down to Barry Wu. Do we bring the camera into the bubble?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a pleasure. Tom Severo, thank you for joining me.
Signing off. Thank you so much for teaching me about tennis.
A great day all around.